Having survived your way through the sewers, you
Survived.
Yorna awoke inside a dark, warm stomach. Eventually you were able to force your way out and found yourselves near the entrance once again to Isaiah's abode here in the sewers. After you claimed the last of your treasures for defeating the Rat King, you made your way back to the surface of the city, having a talk with Lou, getting the information you were promised about the supposed succubus that has been operating within the city, getting a name and a rough location for where she was known to have been. You navigated a night of somewhat rest, Yorna tending to herself at the hospital, and the others catching up with Sebastian before Lily headed over to Sweet Somethings for her opening night, performing in front of a rather packed room of nobles, people from town, people from out of town. Strider having a chance meeting with another member of the Wyvern's Horde. Eventually you all found rest. Yorna now on the mend. You all went about some downtime activities, checking in with the automaton, checking in with the gardens and a few places around the city here. Just a couple of days out from the festival now, things are starting to ramp up in the city, people getting more and more excited, more and more people flooding into town. News of the airship arriving while you were in the sewers has spread quickly. And Lily bunked the night at Strider's place, as you now pick up in the morning to head off and do a subtle investigation of this Ronald character that has supposed ties to the succubus here in the city. As the two of you awaken and start making your way in that direction, what is Yorna up to as she wakes?
I would like to write a letter to Wood End, specifically my father, and just tell him if he has, like basically let him know about the plant growth that was in the warden.
Yeah.
And ask if there is anything that would trigger that, and tell him that the fuel that those wardens use might have something to do with it. And I'm trying to find out what it's made of. But just kind of letting him know and picking his brains.
Yeah.
Sort of. Is kind of the vibe that this letter has.
Sweet. Alright. Is there anything else that you're up to as you go and find somewhere to distribute that?
No, but I'll make my way to the inn to with the idea that Lily is there. And I want to find these two.
So you're going to head in the direction of Oakworm? Alright. As you head in the direction of Oakworm, we'll come back to Strider and Lily, walking along the road here, and you can see horse and carriage being pulled through the ring of earth here. You can see people and automatons moving structures and stalls throughout the city. One of the main streets is beginning to get blocked off in places as people are assembling small carts and stalls for sales during the festival. A few of the side streets becoming kind of blocked off and barricaded as festival preparations are fully beginning. Where are you headed?
To the east side of the earth.
Yep. We were
Like in a warehouse.
given directions to Ronald. That's where we last were heading off, if I remember. Because we had just saw Jim for arrows, so that's all stopped out.
So you're continuing up to where you were told that warehouse district was, cemented just kind of tucked up against the wall that rises up and becomes the Ring of Stone, the large guild hall of the gear kind of overlooking but out of eye shot of this area. You push your way a little further north here, past the Orporium, past a few of the shopping tents here that you'd seen previous days as you were chasing down the Dwega side of town. You pass by an orphanage that is set up here on the outskirts. Or past a bit of a poorer market district here where people are selling simple goods, grains, the last of the winter rations here. You continue a little further till eventually you are only a couple of blocks away from that looming wall that rises up to the Ring of Stone. You can see off to your left a little bit those cable car rails that run up the right side here. A little bit shorter and less involved than the ones on the left, but enough to get people from the Ring of Earth into the Low Stone and up into the High Stone. As you make your way in this direction, you can see a city block full of dozens of large storage facilities and warehouses. You can see people that are coming in with their automatons, taking out lumber, taking out tile and stonework. Some people that are taking the last of their winter stock for food goods or cured meats and are beginning to festival prep, taking stuff out. So the area where these warehouses are is a little busier than it would usually be, but there's a bit of a hustle and bustle here and maybe a good 20 or 30 buildings in this area.
Strahd's walking, he just keeps like trying to get used to being shaved.
Yeah.
After he cleaned himself up. Once we do get to this, Ronald, perhaps, just in case that he could be a disguised succubus or the succubus might be in the room, let me go in first. And I'll just test out the waters with my necklace.
Mm-hmm.
It should vibrate if I get close enough.
And if they are there?
Then stay out. If they're not, then come. Because I can only whip up one at a time for my protection against their charm.
Mm.
Once you're caught in one, it'll be hard for you to escape.
Oh well. I should have put bombs on them. Which I'm advantage against saving those of being charmed.
Still good, but a little dangerous. Mine just stopped me from being charmed.
Oh. So you're superior to me.
No, just I understand their wits and their capabilities that I know to weave around their magic words and silver tongues.
And what if you get charmed?
That shouldn't happen.
Like, I don't know, maybe in a specific sort of way? Like something different?
My potion will protect me against almost everything that the succubus could do to me.
I just don't want you to be in danger and then I fail to save you.
No, I should be fine. This is, what I studied, right? It's all the reasons I read all these books and have all these potions for. It's kind of my job, so no need to stress. I'm not worried at all.
Then I'll have full faith in you.
And I head towards the very back.
You get there, this is essentially like 2 rows of like 15 to 20 warehouses. One of those is pushed right up against that stone wall that rises up to the high stone. But there's a good 15, 20 buildings here. What's the plan?
I'm pretty sure we heard his is at the very back. shady. So I'm just gonna head towards the back building unless I see anyone. Is anyone about?
I mean, of these 30 or 40 structures, there's maybe 8 or 9 that are open. People actively coming in and out, taking things from there.
Then I'll walk towards one of them. Note, I am now clean and not wearing a cape.
Yeah.
Cloak. Straight adventurer now. Excuse me, I'm just looking for a man named Ronald. I heard he lives around here.
You kind of search around for a little bit and find an individual, this female dwarven lady who is pushing out a large cart of like loose stone, shale, and tiles. Sorry?
Ronald? I heard he lived around here.
Ronald,
He apparently got in trouble a few years back, something.
Jeff. A human male walks out. Yes. Yeah. Ronald? Oh,
Herbalist?
yeah, the old fart. He's about 7 doors down, near the edge of the city.
Okay, thank you very much.
Of course. Everything alright?
Yes, just an adventure with questions, and I need some herbs.
Okay.
And I'll pick up one of the stones that fell out, and I'll put it back in the cart. Then I'll walk down 7 doors down.
You walk past what looks like a lumber warehouse. You can smell sawdust coming through the door. You move a little further down. You can get the scent of like salted, cured fish and meats coming from another. You continue down a little bit. Eventually you come to one of the more dingy-looking buildings. And I mean, there are 7 or 8 of these buildings that look a bit run down, like they barely see use, but you approach this one and there is a strong herbal scent, citrus. Not as strong as some of the other odors from these other buildings, but enough that you get the sense that this is probably what you're looking for.
I'll pull out a vial then, or from my side that's got some stuff in it, and I will like prick a piece of blood, and I'll drip one of my drop of blood, and I'll drink it, and I will cast protection from evil and good.
All right.
And I will just wait here for now. I will go knock on the door.
Large, heavy metallic door. The sound kind of echoes through it. You can hear the sound of a few padlocks on the other side that kind of jangle as you hit the door. No response.
It would like its privacy.
Let's try to see if it's locked.
The door handle does not budge.
I'll lean up to the door and try is my necklace vibrated at all?
It is not.
I will then go, fuck it. Abilities. I like to expand a slot to primeval awareness.
Oh, okay.
1 mile radius of me.
Yeah.
Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elemental, fae, fiend, undead.
Aberrations, celestials,
Dragon, elemental, fae, fiend, undead.
Fae. Within a mile of you, you get celestial, you get dragon, you get
Have you pinged dragon before?
I ping dragon every so often.
Is it just like a dragonborn?
not for as long as you've been back in the city, for example. Dragonborn wouldn't ping it.
Oh, okay.
Quite.
Like, it's something that you've probably caught a few times, but it's not a signature that you recognize.
And the celestials is the same.
Seems to be.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, there's a fiend somewhere nearby. Knock on the door again, and I'll be like, my name is Strider, I'm an adventurer, and You know someone I'm looking for, and perhaps it would be to your best interest that I don't say what they are out loud for everyone. So please let me in so we can have a quiet conversation.
No response.
No shit. Okay. Man, why did I
And I
get
listen in to the door as if I hear like anything.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
I need to buy a lockpick.
Yeah.
Put it down.
You're a rogue now.
Yeah,
What's on that coin to use?
not a rogue.
You are now.
17.
17.
You're a rogue.
You put your ear up against the door. For a moment, you don't hear anything. Dead silence. Eventually, you hear almost a wheezed breath. Someone that's been trying to stay silent, but kind of almost lets go of a mouthful of air after a while.
And look around. Let's see if there's any windows or other doors.
You look around the building. There's a few areas where some of like the hardwood exterior is kind of buckled a little bit, bowed from the weather. Look around the side. You can see there is a window that's been boarded up. Do you continue around to the back of the building?
Yeah, I'll say stand in the front for it, just in case he comes out.
Should I just like keep
Not to the back.
You continue a bit further around, and you can see the back of this building is a little less well cared for. There's like fungal plates growing out of the hardwood building, some slight like vine and moss growth coming down the back of one of the like support pillars. It's all kind of warped and bowed, like this is a very damp area. Get around the back, you can see that there is a window that has iron bars running down it, but you can at least see in. And there is another door here that is wooden, but likely also locked.
I'd like to go to the wooden door that's locked. I'm going to lean up against it. And I'm going to stick my sword blade into the lock. I'm not like trying to put it in. I'm just having it so it like the tips in. And I'm going to grab out some of the purple liquid. I'm going to pour a little bit down the blade so it goes into the lock.
Okay.
Because it seems to fuck up things.
Alright.
See if it burns. It burns the mechanism.
I like that thought process.
You pour this liquid down the length of the blade. You watch for a moment as it kind of begins to pool in the metallic lock and start to kind of dribble out the front. Eventually it makes its way out and starts to leak onto the soft timber that this door is made of. And it begins to, ever so faintly, just begin to like smoke up. A tiny little bit of that wood starts to get eaten away by the liquid. It would probably take a few minutes and a full vial if you wanted to try and remove this hinge from the door.
I'm down bad on the vial, but I like it.
You get down.
I got one more vial of acid. Let's see if that does anything. I'll just pour it straight out.
Regular acid?
Yeah. I'm sure that eats away at things.
So these. Roll 2d6.
7.
7. Much slower than the purple liquid. It starts to like eat away at that soft wood. Gets about halfway there. The hinge is definitely loosened and weakened, but not to a point the door could be forced open yet.
Then could I? Would it take less purple liquid to?
It's still likely to
So
go through a vial.
That's right. I'll use a vial. Yeah.
What's Lily doing around the front as Strider's spending some time around the back?
Is there like windows on the front?
There is one kind of on the front side that is entirely boarded.
Any keyholes in the door?
There is a large, heavy-set lock on the front door.
With a keyhole?
Yeah.
I like to look through the keyhole.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
I get hooked out.
No! That's a 7.
7. Alright. You look through and it's dark in here. You can see shapes like workbenches, walls pushing back into the building. I'll say, as you kind of lean down and look in, you can smell a kind of smoke, like any candles that had been lighting this room have been snuffed out in the last few minutes.
We'll go ourselves a cheeky bugger.
Not very cheeky if you know you're in there.
With the window, is there like glass and then like boards, or is it just boards?
Just boards. Just an empty frame with boards.
I want to go to that window and like push any boards to see if any are loose.
Give me an investigation check.
He's gonna see that.
I'm already breaking in. What's going on?
Investigation. 18.
Kind of look around, start pushing. You can feel that, like, the corner of one of the topmost ones, the nails have definitely, like, rotted out of the wood. You can, like, pry the edge of it open enough that you can, like, see into the darkness of the space here.
I want to look in and see if I get a better view of anything.
Give me another perception check.
Yeah. 11.
You take a look in, and you can see a bit better now. This is beyond one of those walls of the first room. You can see a couple of benches here that are both set up, one with a large, elaborate alchemy kit here, dozens of dried herbs sitting above it. Another table that seems to hold other tools and another workstation of some description. You can see all manner of bundles of things that are hanging from the ceiling in this room. A little hard to make out exactly what they are, but this is a pretty active looking space.
Do I see any figures in there?
You do not.
Okay, that's good. Can I see the door from Merion?
Just, yeah.
I would like to cast minor illusion and create a sound as if the door broke open.
The front door?
Yeah.
Alright. As you're peering through, you mutter the incantation. And the bursting sound of metallic padlocks and a door. We'll come back quickly to Strider. As the acid and the purple liquid have finally begun to eat away that wood, and the metallic part of the lock mechanism with the handle attached kind of just falls loose, and you're able to pull it out. So there's just a hole in the door where the handle once was. As you kind of put your hand on it to be able to see if this thing can now open, you hear that much from near the front of the building.
Wasn't.
I will run up and around to check the front of the door
You dart back around to the side of the building, and you can see Lily propped up, looking in through one of the windows, having just released a spell.
What are you doing?
Creating a distraction.
I don't need one. I told you to stay here and be watch. Not make a large sound so he knows people are breaking in. You know I just opened the back door already. Quietly, without being caught, with no sound.
And they don't know that?
And now they know people are trying to get in.
No.
Now you've done the opposite.
But the door isn't broken.
So he still thinks people are trying to get in.
I was just trying to see if I could see them
By making a large sound.
so that they can get up and see what's happening.
You know this. We're trying to be stealthy here. I thought you said you trusted me 100%.
It took a while.
Not really.
Well, then what do we do now?
You stay here because you can't be trusted to listen, and I'm gonna go sneak in. Because now I have to do it while he's on edge.
Okay.
I turn my back and leave. And go towards the back door, learning Lily cannot be trusted.
To be fair, he was probably already on edge considering he snuffed out a bunch of candles.
Yeah, but a loud bang is different.
It just adds to it.
You head around the back, and peering in, you can see the same sight that Lily saw, but a little bit of light now leaking in through the back door. You can see on your right a large alchemy set, akin, probably even a little bit larger than yours, dozens of glass tubes and pipes and candles and burners. You can see little bits of liquid left in the bottom of a few of those containers. On your left, a large bench with a bunch of metallic tools for carving and processing herbs. You can see the remnants of what looks like a poisoner's kit that's been used in tandem with the alchemy set. You can see those dozens of herbs and grains and animal parts that are dried and hanging from the ceiling in here. No sign of any person.
I'll stealth in. You know, the candles are not up, so I'll just kind of stay to the corners and quietly go through. Any potions that seem, or any vials that seem like they have liquid that I know of or understand?
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation. And yeah, 10.
Looking around, you can see small little like herbal remedies that look like lesser versions of a lot of the things that you can make that are designed to alleviate a headache or soothe a sore throat or dull the pain of a wound. You can see a few that look half completed, like acids or poisons, but look more less designed to be deadly, and just that they are acidic or poisonous in nature, like dyes and bleaches and things like that. All seems like a reasonably stand-up establishment, apart from the vibe that it's giving off.
Then I will attempt to sneak through the rest of the house until I see a figure, and I'm going to keep track, see if my necklace vibrates at all.
Okay. You push through a little further. You can see a large, riddled with holes from acid rug in the center of the room. Moving forward, there is kind of a set of walls with an arch that lead into the front entrance, and you can see in there like a small bed and kitchenette set up, a bunch of candles, and again you can see that smoke has just drifted up to the ceiling and kind of sitting there, slowly dispersing, like this was lit but a minute, 2 minutes ago. Definitely feels like someone has been in here, but you get no ping from your necklace and you see no figure in the room.
I'm going to try and make my way to the front door.
move through that kind of living setup at the front of the building here and eventually get to the back of the front door. You can see again that large, heavy-set metallic door, 7 or 8 latches, and many more padlocks that line the back of that door. A set of keys next to them that looks like it probably undoes about half of the locks.
Look around, I'm just going to try to see if I can spot someone hiding.
Give me investigation or perception, up to you.
Bad. 19.
19. Yeah. There is no one in here.
I will. Can I try to light one of the candles?
Yeah.
Light the candles.
A little bit of light kind of emanates into the space.
I'll just light all the ones I can see.
Yeah. Enough light that you could happily work within this space. Candles and lanterns around the place, but it's definitely not well lit or cozy, but enough that you can see, enough that you can make out what you're doing in this place.
I would like to Ronald, you are here. I'm a bit tired of dealing with potentially invisible people since I've already had a few issues and run-ins with people that can do that. So I would like to ignore anyone that can do that. Not here to start trouble. Just need a favor. One alchemist to another, maybe. And I'll reveal some potions that I have on me. See if anything happens. No?
Nothing happens.
Getting the sense that Lily might have scared him off.
Well, if no one lives here, then I guess I will just take some of these potions, maybe sell them. Seems useful. I'll go towards the potions, and I will pretend to start to take any of the good ones.
Yeah. Give me a performance check.
You're acting, baby.
That is 13.
13. You go around kind of clanking a few of his vials together, making a bit of a racket, making a show of it, but no one seems to say a peep or come out from the woodwork here.
Stupid. Alright, I'll leave.
Okay.
Done chicken.
Oh.
I've used all my abilities and I have nothing that will help find the person. I would like to pretend to walk out and then hide.
Okay. You're just going to head out the door that you came in?
Yeah, and then hide and then try listening.
How long are you going to wait there for?
Walking 10 minutes.
Okay. What's Lily up to?
Sitting on the floor doing nothing.
Okay.
Don't want to shake the cage again.
Knees against chest.
Right. Just try to make your way out the back and kind of lean up against that wall. Again, the like moss-covered fungus and vines down the back of this kind of dilapidated building. You wait 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 8 minutes. Eventually you hear sound inside the building.
What did it sound like?
Give me a perception check.
Oh.
I know what he's doing. And Egyptian, freaking mighty, 22.
22, okay. There was the near silent sound of someone incredibly skillfully opening something on hinges before the sound of fabric being pulled across the floor.
I knew it. I stealth in sneakier than him.
Give me a stealth check.
Which beat myself.
Messing with the professional.
He's messing with the professional. He doesn't know what he's messing with. There's gonna be a 24.
24. You stealth back in and kind of blend into the shadow on the back wall. One of the small pockets that is now left without light. You can see an old, graying kind of tall for a dwarf, but still a dwarf, kind of shoulders hunched, pulling a rug back over a trapdoor in the center of the room, like looking around, eyes wide. His hair is completely bald on top with like pure white around the sides, a deep tan with a bunch of scars from like acid burns and things up his arms, almost like a tan line at the wrist where he's worn heavy leather gloves for his entire work life and just has matters of like acidic burns up the arms. Large scar across the cheek as he pulls that back. Kind of looks around. Looks around, eyes wide. Looks over at the window. See one of the panels slightly ajar. Looks back around in your direction. Sees now that the door is kind of loose on its hinges, the hole gaping where the lock once was. Kind of head darts around to the front door, to the lock, sees that the keys are still there. Gets himself up and heads for the back door.
Please
The
jump
door that I
Please.
open. I'll let him get close to me.
He walks over, kind of looks at the door, then almost like he's ready to like hurry out of the building, kind of pushes his way into that doorway.
Before he gets, I'll
Not a can.
put my hand on his shoulder.
He just freezes immediately.
I'm like, just wanted to have a conversation. Don't need to do all this hiding.
Who are you?
Name's Strider, adventurer. I'm also make potions and stuff myself.
You're not with the Legion?
No, not at all.
Thank God I didn't come.
To be fair, I actually dislike the Legion as much as the next guy.
Yeah. I'll let you choose persuasion or deception here. Whatever your angle with this is.
Persuasion,
Yeah.
10.
Right, why are you here?
I'm looking for someone that you know.
Right.
A succubus?
How do you know about
Lou.
that? Sure.
You know Lou? No?
No.
He's
Your info guy.
he's an info person who works in the Understone.
Right.
And apparently he's worked with the Sid Succubus before, but only you know them from a bitter standpoint. He does.
Sure.
Could you introduce me to them, please?
Why?
I want to ask them some questions. I heard some people are hunting Sid Succubus, and I want to know why.
Give me, I'll make this one a deception check. There's a little bit of hiding of information happening.
9, 10. Only have a lot.
You watch him kind of shoot an arm out to his right to grab a vial on one of the tables next to him.
I'll let him, but I'll ready to dodge it.
Okay. He whips out and tosses that half-empty acid vial in your direction. Just kind of picking with it. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
The advantage because I was trying to be ready.
Yeah, yep.
Dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Bingo was the name on 18.
18. All right. You duck out of the way as that acid hits the back wall. A little bit of like bubbling and foaming from the wood, but eventually kind of dissipates.
I'm not here to fight you. I've been completely honest with everything I've said.
I don't know nothing.
You don't need to know anything about the situation, but you clearly know the succubus, or else you would have asked who. So, introduce me, please.
No,
Why not?
it's my moneymaker.
I'm not trying to kill them. I'm trying to help them from getting killed.
Give me one more deception.
Help
Come
them
on.
from
Come on, motherfuckers. 7.
Leave me alone. Don't come back here. And he's going to try and make his way out the back door.
I'll trip him.
Give me an unarmed strike.
Just don't accidentally kill this one.
Yeah. What am I adding?
Dex and proficiency.
Dex, proficiency. Then, so it's just kind of like to hit.
Yeah.
22.
All right. He goes to dart at the back door and face plant into the dirt.
Oh,
I draw my sword and just put it on his chest, just to keep him down from standing up.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Just don't want you moving. You gonna stay there?
Very well.
I put the sword back. All right. Tell me something. Tell me a little bit about yourself before we have this conversation. What do you do? Why do you do it?
Provide people with what they need. Do it for what anyone else does it for. Money.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I know.
And the succubus is your moneymaker because of this, and I pull out a bag of tea leaves.
Hey,
Yeah. Not too harmful as long as you don't take too much of it, unlike any other drug you could get. I was told to look into it by people higher ups, you could say, but I cleared them to not bother with it. So you could thank me.
we'll see about that.
Alright. I will be honest with you. Your succubus friend is in quite a lot of danger. It's not someone looking for them. It's almost something. A higher ranking devil is looking for your friend.
Why do you think I'm on edge?
So you know this.
I know enough.
Well, you see, I'm not a fan of that devil myself. I had a run in him a few days ago. And let's say he left not on the greatest terms with me. Now, he told me that the succubus was going to get killed by one of his people himself. I personally don't like anyone that has devil blood. I'll be sure. Your succubus friend, I'm probably not going to be the nicest person. Probably not going to like them. Most likely, I'll hate them. However, I need to know more about this other devil. And they're the only lead I have. So, you trust the fact that I'm not going to kill them and help me get information that may put a stop to this other one? Or you run the chance of apparently hiding for your life from someone that can, by the way, sense you, charm you, also probably see through disguises, and risk your chance with that, where I just, walked outside and waited for you.
He kind of looks up at the hole that's been singed into the door. Well, that's just the thing. I can't trust you.
Why not?
Tried to break in.
Well, you didn't answer the door.
Funny that.
Yeah, but there's no way else to get you.
Don't.
You see, I have to. No one else knows the succubus like you do.
Leave a message for her.
Fine. You don't have to introduce me, but can you at least tell her to meet me at a certain location at a certain time?
What's wrong with just leaving a letter?
Because I need to make sure the information we get is real.
Give me another perspective check in.
Yay, 20.
yay.
Unnatural.
Fine.
Meet us at Oakwood Inn.
You wanted to meet you at a fucking tavern.
Yeah, they can disguise as anyone. Safer to do it in a group of people, right, than out in a street.
You think letting her loose around a group of people is the safer thing to do? You're a madman.
So then where does she stay? You have her locked up somewhere? Somewhere away from people?
No. She'd kill me long before I tried that. She makes her deliveries and she fucks off.
Alright, fine. I will pull up a map and I will draw a spot, not close to my house, but somewhere in the forest nearby. Don't meet me here then.
Right, when?
When's the closest you could get this information to her?
I'll be seeing her just after the festival.
Alright, whenever you pick the day, whatever's soonest, and I'll do it.
Right. Second. Days from now.
Alright, fine. Then we have a deal.
Great.
Sorry about your hinge and your door. I'll put a hand out to help him out.
So reluctantly takes it, pulls himself to his feet.
I don't mean to come across as an asshole, but things are important.
So is my life. I'm just trying to hold on to it.
See, mine comes from the fact that I don't really have one anymore. So I need to find these things out now. Question, do you make poisons
No,
or acids?
I make things that are acidic, poisonous in nature, but it's not their primary use.
So you wouldn't know how to use a poisonous kit?
I mean, I know my way around the tools.
Free to show me how sometime?
You're going to walk into my home, burn a hole through my door, threaten the only thing that's making me money at the moment, threaten me, and you're going to ask for hints on how to use artisans' tools.
Yes.
Fuck off.
Fair enough. We're trying. Alright.
This guy
Have a
can't
good day.
believe you,
I'd
right?
say close the door behind you, but there's no point.
I could at least try. And I'll walk out and I'll just like buzz it. I'll look through the hole.
Yeah.
And the stuff I used was way more toxic than I thought. Have a good day.
You hear a bit of a grumble and then kind of catching his breath after the conversation. Walk back around into the alleyway and you can see Lily sitting there.
Alright, we've got our information. We can leave.
Okay,
What's wrong with you?
nothing.
Go on. You've spent the night at my place now. Feel like there shouldn't be secrets between us.
So it went well?
Barely. I nearly didn't find him because he got scared and hid.
Okay.
Don't know why.
Ah. Good one.
I'm not angry at you. I just don't know why you would do such a, obvious thing that you wouldn't do when trying to be sneaky.
I don't know. I thought it would help.
How so? What was your mindset around it?
They would try to run.
Yeah, but that means if I'm sneaking in anywhere, they might run into me.
Isn't that what you want?
No, because then they see me before I can see what they're up to. You need to case this area first. If I go in there and he ran into, like before, while I found him, he reached for a potion, like a thing of acid, and threw it at me. If I hadn't cased the surroundings first and knew that there were vials of acid and things around, he probably would have hit me with it. I was able to dodge it because I knew what was around. If he started running out that door the minute I go in, then I have no idea what's around me. He chucks something, it could have been worse. It could have, I'm not prepared for it.
Okay.
Plus, it's also for your safety. If you did that noise and he comes out the front door, finds you, and I'm still trying to break in, That's stuff to think about.
I'm sorry.
If I'm in danger, I'll let you know. But stuff like that, it's best settled with a quiet hand. But we have a date now, so.
What?
We have a meeting with the succubus after the festival
Where?
in the forest.
The forest.
Not the forest, just the forest outside.
Oh. And it's just gonna be you?
No, I can be all of us. It's gotta be careful. Apparently, took a lot of convincing to get him to do that, but at least we have it. Apparently, he knows that the succubus is trying to get killed. That's why he's hiding. So hopefully, this meeting comes before she gets found and killed.
Right.
Where do you want to go next? So that's kind of all the investigation now done. Everything just leads to after the festival at this point.
Will you be going to the festival?
I might this year, yeah. I don't really frequently go myself, but seems like there's some interesting parties going, and maybe just walking around for a bit might be good. I'm sure you can tell that festivals and things like that nature are not my cup of tea.
Why not?
There are lots of people. Lots of things can happen in a group of people. I like to watch the festival from afar, but that's about it. I find more joy in watching other people have fun than being involved myself.
Doesn't it get boring?
No, I think it's just nicer that way. Easier. It's the whole reason adventurers do it. Is to, make sure that we kill the creatures and monsters for the sake of other people being able to smile and, enjoy the festival. Stuff like that.
Well, don't you think it's fair for you to experience that as well?
Sure, it's fair, but it's not what I want.
You say you don't want to be happy?
Festival doesn't make me happy. It's just not my thing.
Then
And to answer your question, I don't want to be happy.
you don't?
Yeah,
And you're fine with that?
it's actually what I want.
Any reason why?
Just don't want to be happy.
But you want to see other people happy?
It's nice to see all the work you do pay off.
And surely that makes you happy.
Yeah, I guess it makes me feel... It makes me feel happy. Maybe not being happy isn't the right thing.
It's fine.
I don't think I want to have excitement. I don't want to celebrate things. I don't want to be a part of celebrations and parties and things like that.
Do you think it'll make you soft?
No. I just don't deserve it. I like to watch other people smile more than doing it myself. Do I not leave it just at that?
It's just hard to understand. I mean, you save these people and yet you don't want to express joy and happiness with them?
Yes, it's complicated, but I have my reason. Reasons it's hard to explain, but that's just how I feel. Sometimes feelings aren't easy to explain, right? Not everything is black and white.
Well, not everything is gray either.
I'm not saying that, I'm just saying that, I'm not happy or sad, I have my reasons for how I feel. And some of those reasons are complicated, some aren't.
You're weird. I don't mean that in an offensive way. That was my first thought.
That's normal. I don't think I'm normal at all. Most people have looked at me my whole life with questioning eyes, worried eyes, sad eyes. They see my eyes and then they're like, oh fuck, what's he ooh, oh
Like
man,
your
he looks
dragon
sad.
eyes?
Yeah, then he's like, they look sad. I'm like,
I think they're cool.
thanks. It's definitely grown on me.
You like look yourself in the mirror with those eyes, and it's like, I'm a dragon inside.
No, no. I miss my old eyes a little sometimes, but these eyes have their uses that my eyes couldn't have. So, well, I'm gonna go get a drink of wine.
From?
Well, it seems that we only go to Oakwood, so
A quirm.
Oakworm. It's not the place I like to go, but that seems to be where everyone goes. So,
Didn't they say they didn't have wine?
no, they didn't. They had the disgusting. That's yeah. All right. I'm gonna go there and grab something to eat anyway.
Okay.
Haven't eaten.
As you walk off that dwarven woman that you'd seen on the way in. You do alright?
Yes. He's very caged and man.
Yeah, we don't see him much.
Yeah, he wouldn't let us in.
Sounds about right. Right, well, enjoy your day.
You too.
Go back to finishing loading up the cart and start to trundle along. What's Yorna been up to in the last hour or so? Made it to Oakworm Inn. To very little signs of any of the party.
Yeah. Then Yorna would come back to the Oakworm and later then. And I would walk around and just take in the festival setups, because I'm sure there's a lot of that going on at the moment.
Yeah.
And just see if I can pick up any little tidbits of gossip.
Yeah.
Anything happening.
Give me an insight check just as you walk around the city here.
Oh yeah, 5.
All right. You take a bit of a walk up the now kind of partially cordoned off main street that leads from the front gate along the waterway in the front of the city and up through the central town in front of the House of Gold, alongside the gardens. Parts of this road have been blocked off. It's kind of one-way traffic through here at the moment. You can see dozens of partially constructed wooden stalls, some that are simple market stands for selling produce, or others that have cooking facilities that are being constructed within them, others that look like games and activities that are being set up, a long constructed what looks like an archery range, a few other places that have various other facilities here that are going to be set up with activities for the festival. You can see that as you continue up a bit further in the gardens, there are now people that are walking along, stringing up jars in the trees that have small, almost like sugar cubes in the bottom, and you can see there's a few bugs that are starting to make their way in. A good few hundred, if not a couple thousand people up this main street that are setting up, getting ready for the festival in the coming days. You can see even a bunch of people from out of town that are kind of interested and nosying around, kind of asking a few questions, but very little conversation that seems to strike any importance to you.
And as I recall, I resume work at the Iron Legion after. Okay, so that means I would get the festival.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Anything else? Not that I can think of. I should just you'd enjoy the streets and the bustle that it brings and just kind of appreciate it. Kind of just, solidifies that, she works to protect these people who are now setting up in the streets and getting ready to enjoy festivities.
There is a few Legion members and other guards on by, many of which are walking alongside automatons here in this place, escorting people to and fro within the city. As you're in the upper end of the city, you kind of look over the gardens, people hanging these jars up, kind of playing in the pretty lush environment that is the gardens at the moment. And you can finally start to see some of those flowers are producing a soft glow up the bark of the trees or dancing off the leaves. Very subtle and not as strong as they should be, but enough that they still at least have a clear life to them. There's a bit of light coming from them.
How long has the festival been going on for?
They've been doing it yearly for about 116 years.
Woo! I remember the first flower.
No, I think not. And just, I think after just walking around, Yorna has worked up an appetite, and she will head to Oakworm Inn for some grub.
All right. Around noon, lunchtime, everyone kind of reconvenes at about the same time at Oakworm Inn.
It's like the Spider-Man. Oh, I was hoping to bump into you guys, actually.
Yeah, we had a busy morning.
Yeah? You were investigating? That was the plan?
Yes, us three have a date coming up after the festival. With,
Oh,
yes.
so you figured all of that out.
I sorted us a meeting time with them.
All right.
Outside the city, of course.
Don't know
Yeah.
what a succubus could do if it was,
Could a decent amount of people for long. Just
different.
don't let it kiss you and you'll be fine. Yeah, it's the main thing.
Actually, I have some things that I would like to talk to you guys about, and I think we should do it in a more private setting. So
You want to find
maybe
a
after.
table?
Oh no, I was thinking
Oh,
we
like
go
you walk
to. No, I was thinking the Argentines, and just have a discussion.
You need to do that. This is a bit of a walk, but yeah.
You guys
Yeah,
are
food to
alright
go.
to walk?
Yeah, I was kind of get some food. I can get
I
it to
mean-
go though.
No, I can get for food as well. We can sit down and we can eat here, and then we can.
Cool.
Yeah, don't worry, not right now. I'm just letting you guys know that I have some information.
Well, then guess we'll eat our food.
I would like a big order of steak.
All right. 5 silver for Yorna.
They do seafood.
Oh yeah. Oh, seafood.
They would have.
Okay,
Serpent head.
They wouldn't have like ocean seafood, but they'd have fish.
Yeah, I don't want fish. I want shrimp.
I like the idea that Strider has, seafood, and then Kyle kind of have
Yeah,
like
Kyle,
such shellfish.
Remember some upper city shit.
Yeah. Do you guys have wine? I'll take a wine if you have one.
I can certainly have a look.
If you don't, just give me water, please.
Okay.
And I will also partake in a steak.
Hey.
5 silver for Strider.
No, poor.
And anything for you?
Do you have tea?
Yes.
Tea, please.
All right. She'll bring that out. Sit down.
Yay.
All right. You all sit down for a moment and actually just take a bit of a breath, have some lunch, and kind of just sit here for a while. And the rest of the day is yours.
What do you guys plan on doing? How many days before the
Festivals.
festival?
the rest of this day, and then one more, and then the festival day after.
What's your guys' plans for tomorrow before the festival? And what's your plan for the festival?
Well, I don't actually know how I'm going to fill my day tomorrow because I'm kind of just, pardon me, biding time.
Yeah, I was just gonna practice stuff. That's about it. I'm not doing anything big.
So I suppose we could do something together if we wanted to, get to know each other a bit better.
I guess that's what the festival's for, though. It's not like we have.
Yes, I do have some things to attend to during the festival, but I mean nothing huge. You are correct.
I was gonna see if Jim needed any help setting up before the festival.
Seems like our days tomorrow will be quite simple. I'll probably be at the festival for a little bit, but I might just be around. But if you guys are going, I might tag along.
You were interested in meeting some people, weren't you?
Yes. So I haven't gone to the festival before.
Just haven't had the time or choose not to? Or...
Just not interested, really. It seems that there's some higher ups I'm interested in talking to, though. Yeah.
I was going to say, not everyone's cup of tea. A lot of the more quieter folks tend to stay at home and just, get whatever peace and quiet they can during the festivities.
It is a lot. I normally just sit out waiting for trouble to happen. Because it's bound to happen one of these years.
Well, you'd think. How many years has it been going?
I believe I heard a history person say it was around 100 and something years.
I believe it's 116,
Yeah.
but...
It's a lot of years for it not to go wrong.
Yes, but also, let's just hope it stays that way. I don't want... With everything that's already been going on, I'd rather this one be as normal as any other one in the previous years.
That's true. Actually, while we're here, before we head off, hand you the axe. Tune to this thing. Sucks your blood, makes it magical.
Oh, sucks my blood?
It sucks your
I
blood.
don't...
It makes it magical, though. So you can actually hit things out.
I think that might be worth it then. Alright.
And you can have your shirt out at the same
Just,
time.
put it with my other hand axe. Thank you for that.
Will you be talking to these people the whole festival?
No, I'm only going to talk to them if I even find them.
So then do you want to go to the festival with me?
I assume you guys are all going together?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come along.
We can all go together, and then if we all have things we want to take care of, we can, and then always reconvene.
Do they have, good shops in Bristol?
Great shops. Everyone is selling stuff. Everyone wants a bit of the action. It's a great time to do shopping.
I'll come along.
Plus, you get, items that, you probably wouldn't normally get. Things festival exclusive type
Sure.
deal.
Do that.
You get those as well.
Might find some magical items too.
Hoping there's one game that I've heard about that I've always wanted to play it. It's archery, but you shoot things
Oh,
targets.
we should compete. I think that would be so much fun.
I'll compete.
Yes. I think that'll be very good. It'll actually be nice not being on duty for this. I mean, every so often I get to have the time off for the festival, and then every so often I'll be on duty for the festival. So it'll be nice to, enjoy
You get paid
it.
extra probably working on the festival.
Time and a half?
Yeah,
Maybe. Potentially.
Yeah. So we head to Issa's then.
Yes.
Okay, what places we just need a secret place to talk, right?
Yes, well...
Would S be busy around now because of the whole festival? I feel like he might be.
Very likely.
If you have a better location, but I mean, we could always go back to my place. That's kind of out of the way, actually.
Yeah, let's go to your place.
Wrong campaign.
Lily's currently looking for a place to stay, actually.
You weren't staying at the inn anymore?
I stayed over at Strider's place last night.
His face just dripped.
Oh.
Not for anything like that.
No. I'm just thinking that's. I don't even know how to picture your place. What kind of place have you got?
Run down.
Rundown. But livable, I presume, otherwise you wouldn't be staying there.
Fuck it at this point. Alright, we can discuss this at mine.
Oh,
But, what?
Just discuss this at mine. It's closer anyway than anyone else's.
and spares you guys having to describe it to
But
me. I can
there's
just see it
only
for
one
myself.
We just did a tour.
One seat. How big is this place?
It was a 2-bedroom apartment place.
Was.
I don't know if it is.
It wasn't when you described it last time.
No. It was. It's just that room's full of other things.
Well, I do not judge. Whatever you call home is your home. I don't mind as long as it's somewhere we can talk. And
Plus it's-
whatever works for you.
It's out of the way, anyway. I think S is going to be quite busy, so I don't want to disturb him anyway.
Yes, I hadn't really thought of it.
But you are taking Lilywood.
I was going to say I have a few bedrooms spare. It was designed to, keep the druid folk nearby for the gardens, but we don't so much use it anymore for that, so I just stay in it.
Would I need a pay rate?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't cost me extra for you to stay there. You can, buy your own food and that.
Yeah, I don't have enough room for 2 people, nor do I like people over anyway.
Which is why I feel like I am very honored to see this place.
Well, one of you already have, so,
Might as well show the other as well.
Alright. I lead them.
Alright. You head
Very loopy.
Oh boy, let's go try this place.
making your way back through over to the eastern side of the city, where the city kind of meets the forested hills that roll up into what become the mountains that kind of loom over the cityscape here. Make your way through the slightly worn, narrow path between a few of the trees here on the edge of town. Make your way into the front yard area.
Can I check if we've been followed?
Give me a perception check.
Got a feeling.
I got a feeling. Woo!
19.
19. You don't get the sense you're being followed.
Oh, that's it. Alright. Here it is. The house. Oh, shit. I'll open the door and I'll move like the hanging creature body up.
I get the sense that this is more just a work shed
That I live in, yes.
that you just happen to
Yep.
camp out in.
Yes, that's a good way of thinking about it. It is a work shed that I sleep at.
Alright.
I get my work done, get up early, the rent's free. Don't tell the city people about this. No one knows it exists.
This building isn't worth it, don't worry.
Um,
I mean that kindly.
you can lean up against any pillar but that one and that one.
Okay,
I haven't reinforced them yet.
we'll just check out the structure. What is the structural integrity of this building?
Not great.
Not great?
It's a bit with a bit.
Yeah,
Oh,
they'll get
boy.
fixed up some.
Yeah.
This almost seems like a hazard. You haven't thought of, renovating it a little bit, have you? Just maybe make sure that it doesn't fall down.
Not till now have I had money that probably could renovate it.
Oh, more quests then, I guess.
Yes. Alright, what'd you find out?
Right, so I went to the gear. I managed to managed. I went there on business and I chatted with Natasha, who showed me around the back of the gear and just, I got to look at the warden that had malfunctioned outside the gates. Had a weird plant growth inside. I don't know where it sprouted from, but it was like a vicious kind of vine, and it had kind of grown outwards, and I think it might have disrupted the runes inside that I guess just caused issues. Because I also then found that the warden that used to belong to the Mayweather, and then, you know, she got it back. I had a peek inside, and there was a section of the rune slate that was scribbled out. And then when I went and talked to Natasha, the wardens there just didn't have anything there. So the runes are very important for how these wardens operate. And that plant growth, I think, affected the runes and then made the warden act how it did. My thing is, I think it's the fuel. I think there's something inside of it that has somehow caused this plant growth. I'm going to try and talk to the head of the gear after the festival. She's really busy at the moment. But after the festival, I want to talk to her about what this liquid actually is, because it might not be as good as she's making it out to be, because apparently it's a sustainable energy source, but I'm just wondering what it's made out of. I think it's a lot more connected to nature than we initially thought.
Does my first vial have the first vial I ever got of that stuff look like it's got any plants?
It's just a pure liquid.
Nice. Okay.
Because if we recall correctly, when Strider poured the vial onto one of the plants at the gardens, the plant didn't react at all. It just kind of dribbled off.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's made of a certain plant, or maybe there's like a mutated plant that they're using. I don't know, but either way, I wanted to share this with you guys in case maybe you have any ideas.
Were you not able to get a sample of the plant from the machine?
I didn't think to take a sample. It just looked like a regular vine.
I'm less worried about the liquid and more worried about the fact that the automatons don't need that line of runes to run yet.
I think the way that I understood it was that if you were to put runes where that blank spot was, you could essentially override some parts of how the warden functions.
But that means someone did that.
Yes.
Because the devil and the Dragar fixed it because they were stopping it.
Which is, I think that devil just simply scratched it out.
Yes. Which means someone before it got sent put it there. Which means that it had to be someone at the gear.
I don't know, maybe there is someone in there working undercover. I still have yet to find out about the mithril, what they might be using that for. I was going to ask these questions after the festival, because right now they seem very, very busy.
I think it's 100% someone at the gear. Could be someone that doesn't work there, but someone
With
is at the
connections.
gear.
Yes.
Because it has to go from there to there. I might need to do a little overnight stealth in a corner and just watch them work.
You want to sneak into the gear?
Yeah.
A place that probably has all sorts of security.
It's going to be a big mission.
Wouldn't you rather I just go back and ask a few more questions? They won't think it odd.
I know, but you're not going to be able to find out if there's a trader by asking questions.
True.
Because they probably don't know there is, and the trader's definitely not going to admit to it. So we need to catch them in the action.
I just don't know how you would get in. Or at the very least, if you get caught, I don't know if there's anything I can do to save you.
You guys have any guards that watch over the gear at night time?
I mean,
Stop people from stealing?
we probably have 24/7 surveillance. I mean, you think about it, there's a lot of stuff going on back there. As you said, someone gets their hands on it, you can do some crazy things.
Maybe request to take over one of the night shifts watching over the place. They just, spend the night on duty there.
Are there authorized personnel that can only access the warden?
I mean, I think just anyone who works at the gear is,
Well,
it's a workplace.
S did say he could probably get us in there for the Argentines, so I could maybe dress as not an adventurer, but go as a journalist and just
That's a brilliant
be like,
idea.
I'm really interested in all this stuff. And use that voice.
Yes, absolutely. I'd love to hear that. But again,
That's a good plan.
Would you catch the culprit?
Yeah, because I would just,
You'd
I'm
sneak
pretty
off.
good at seeing the people lying.
You could also just sneak off, right? Oh no,
Yeah.
I went down the wrong corridor.
I gotta go bathroom.
Listen, I normally
Classic line.
normally I would be against someone illegally
Yes.
having a poke around. But this is also very important because I understand that there is potentially...
There's pretty much a 90% chance there's a traitor. And that traitor also could be working for anyone at the Legion, so it's not like we can fully trust the Legion as well. We have to do this ourselves. So I think doing it with the Argentines is the best bet.
Just don't mess with anything.
I won't touch anything. I'll just pretend to be a journalist. I will either sneak off, or when it closes down, leave myself a way in.
And even though I'm with the Legion, you will tell me everything that you see?
Yeah. Well, at this point, if you were the traitor, you would have already done something about it.
Yes.
Okay, so then you go in, ask a few questions, and then go out to see if there's any evidence you can find.
Well, I'll try
anyone.
spend a whole day there, and just throughout the day ask questions, and then if perhaps I find nothing, I will leave one of the doors unlocked, and I will just take note of where the good best areas to hide are, and then I'll just kind of stick to it.
I think that could work.
If I get caught, I'll be like, I forgot my favorite pen or something, Like,
So you're doing this tomorrow, then?
no, this will be after the festival.
Why after?
Because S doesn't get the contacts till after the festival. As well as they're busier now, so it'd be more people and a lot harder to get around.
Then I would still like to talk to the head of the gear before you do this, if that is all right. I don't
For
want
what purpose?
to find out more about the fuel that she's using. No one knows what it's made of, only she knows.
My thought is just if you've gone in for the third time, this would be...
I mean, this would be definitely on duty. I would be back at the Iron Legion.
But I think
it would be unheard of.
Yeah, we're going back 3 times for the same subject. Might be...
3 times?
Yes, have you gone to the gear? This would be the 3rd time back to the gear.
Well, the first time was mostly just...
But let's say the trader saw you, right? They'll catch on eventually. It's a lot of times to be entering a place for a subject, even for a Legion.
I don't think so.
You can do it, I'm not stopping you, but I'm just saying we'll give him a little bit of a...
Besides, I think it's 2 different angles, right? I'm going in as a Legion, you're going in as a journalist. It's 2 different perspectives.
Yeah, I'm just saying, just for you, because you've gone. This would be your 3rd time, and if he sees you each time, he'll probably be wary of you.
I mean, he's probably wary of everyone in there.
Yeah.
I think it won't make a difference either way. Alright, then we've got a few after festival plans then. Was there anything we wanted to do beforehand, or we're just mostly...
I need to practice my poisonous kit. It's the one sitting it right there, and it's draining like a spider fang that I got.
Then what would you use this poison for?
To make poisons. Or
To
enemies.
hurt your weapons,
Yeah.
or...
Yeah. Or it depends on the situation. If we're in a room with bad guys and have a paralyzing poison, maybe put it in their drink or something. I don't know. Very versatile. Well, that's kind of all the plan that I have.
Oh yes, that is pretty much everything I wanted to mention. Oh, and the Mayweather Warden should be okay now.
That's good.
Brilliant.
But I'll
Of course it should.
send a letter to Ed saying that the job's done and we can get paid for it.
Oh yes.
I'll try to pick up our payment tomorrow if I can, and it's not busy. Well, feel free to head out when you guys want, and I'll just start playing with the poisonous kit and try to learn how to use it. I have it next to my herbalism kit, and I'm like, it's kind of similar.
Alright, then we'll leave you be to that.
Yes.
Alright.
Fuck my wood, damn it.
Take a group to the break.
Yeah.
As you all finish up your discussion, begin to head off your separate ways into the city. What's everyone getting up to for the next day and a half?
Oh man.
Start with the end of this day.
I practice.
Playing around with Poisoner's Kit.
What would I do?
Can I do a quick purchase? No RP needed.
Yeah.
Can I just buy some lockpicks?
Buy
the
like
gem.
a Thieves
Yeah, like a thieves kit.
Tool Kit. I believe they're all 50 gold.
Actually, buying stuff would be good. Was there a place specifically that sold health potions or?
You guys haven't found a place yet.
No, we haven't.
No.
25 gold for Thieves Tools.
Thank you.
I'm gonna use half of my day to track down someone that sells health potions.
Okay.
We're trekking.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Ooh. Could be better. 14.
14. And what part of the city will you be looking around?
I think the most likely place. Well, because the Earth Ring is mostly like houses and like little shops, right? And then.
I mean, the Earth Ring is just like a town or a village scaled up infinitely, right?
Yeah. And so, and the Stone Ring's more.
Lowstone has a lot of housing and a few kind of like essential stores, and then the Highstone has a lot of guild halls and much more high-earning shops.
I feel like. Surely, I'm gonna check the High Stone.
Okay.
Because I feel like there would be a demand there for like the adventurers and the soldiers and you know.
Mhm.
I'll have a look up there.
Okay.
Let's find out who supplies the Legion.
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way up into the Highstone and start kind of looking around. Lost on music.
No.
Thank you, Jay.
I thought you were doing like that. Da, da, da,
That's what it's turned
dun,
into
dun.
slowly.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you make your way up to the Highstone and start kind of asking around and looking at a few of these different stalls. You know in the Highstone there are dozens of high-earning businesses and well-known facilities up here. The Gear, the Legion, the Coin, the entrance to the Brass Shelf, all of these kind of areas are up here. There's guild halls for all kinds of people. There's a merchant hall. There is the Wyvern's Hoarder up here. There are clerical houses and schools. And asking around for anyone that might know anything. You're likely eventually directed by someone that might know in the direction of the Golden Flux, who are a kind of specialty goods store that are part of the Obsidian Tower, which is the School of Magic here in Argentum.
It's store, and it's part of what? Sorry,
The Obsidian Tower. It's kind of on the edge of the campus of the Arcane School here in the city. It's not a big, grand school. It's a very kind of like boutique, upper-class private school for the very few people that have magically inclined families or are innate to magic that are kind of invited here. It's not really a kind of open school for anyone that's interested to learn magic, more for those that are invited, that have the kind of social background with it, or people that take to it in childhood.
Gotcha.
But there is a small shop as a part of that known as the Golden Flask.
Alright, I'm gonna check it out.
You head in the direction of the Golden Flask. You can see here what almost looks like a small version of the central chamber of the House of Gold. This kind of almost imitation of that style of design. This kind of white marble, stone brick storefront, a semi-domed roof that seems to be made out of brass or something else that has a kind of golden sheen to it. Sorry. And you can see etched into the stonework above the door, it says the Golden Flask, associate of the Obsidian Tower. You enter in this place. It's a smaller store. It's cozy. You can see there are vials and ingredients here on some of the shelves. And a small halfling woman that is standing behind the counter. Can I help you, dear?
Yes, I'm after some health potions.
Health potions. How many would you be looking for?
Let's think. How many would 2 run me?
Would you be looking for full price or bargain bin?
Bargain bin?
The students' work.
If I may examine the students' work.
Yes, of course. She kind of jumps down from behind the counter and walks over and kind of points you at a few of the shelves at some kind of slightly discolored vials, some that are like partially full, some that just don't quite look like they were 100% successful.
With these, I'm assuming since you are selling them that they are still safe to drink, they just won't do as well. Is
Of course,
what I'm
of
getting?
course, yes.
Okay. Then what of your just regular stock?
Regular ones. We have limited supply, but we should have a couple in. You were looking for 2?
Yes.
You'd be looking at... 50 gold each, so 100 gold total.
And these were greater or regular?
Regular healing potions.
Regular.
Greater are a little harder to come by, likely have to commission those from someone at the school.
Okay, good to know. What's the one now? I'll do you one better. How about 80 electrum for the both of them?
Excuse you.
No? You don't take electrum here?
80 electrum would be like offering 40 gold.
Oh, is it? Okay. I think my idea of electrum is like skewed.
Yeah, so essentially double it and then take off the discount. So if you were asking for the equivalent of 80 gold, right? It'd be 160.
Okay.
Yeah.
160 electrum.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'll do you one better. 80% discount. Now that's good for you, not me.
You said persuasion?
Yes.
So 18.
18. I mean, we don't come by them often. Are you likely to be coming back frequently at all?
Yes, especially if I can commission some greater healing potions, then yes, I would probably come back.
And your name was...
I'm Yorna. I'm actually with the Iron Legion.
Oh, you're buying on behalf of the Legion?
Yes.
Can I get a deception check?
Yes.
She's in the name.
13.
Better. Yes. Right, very well. Yeah, the 80 will be... 160 Electrum will be fine.
Wonderful.
Perfect. I'll just keep your name on file. If you do ever want to commission anything, just let me know. I can have it passed to the school.
Thank you.
Looking for anything else while you're here?
You have health potions. Have you got any other potions here?
We have a few of the regular stock, the ones that the students are trying to replicate. Very few of them do it successfully, but we have a few of the older example batches here. If you're looking for any resistances or... so I think one of these kind of looks over, swirls around. A few vials, one that you'd recognize as a potion of Hill Giant Strength, one that you'd recognize as a potion of speed, potion of water breathing, like a rich cobalt blue. Most of what you can imagine we've got here, except for healing potions that are a bit more difficult.
Well, these are good to know they exist here.
Of course.
Yes. All right. I won't get anything for now.
Right.
But no, that'll do for today.
Of course. Well, you're welcome back anytime. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. What was your name, actually?
My name is... right here somewhere. The fuck, I had it somewhere.
Queen.
Oh, my name is Solara.
I was way off.
Queen.
Pleasure doing business, Solara.
Of course.
And I shall take my regular healing potion and skedaddle.
Alright. You make your way out, back into the high stone here, and again, it is busy up here. These are where the highest earning businesses are, and there are runners going from building to building, moving stock or information, people that are in the midst of trying to sell a lot of their remaining inventory at the festival and kind of going about setting up for that.
Nice.
Alright. So that's your afternoon.
I'll speak to Lily.
Oh, yeah.
What do you want as well? I'll find Lily somewhere. Lily,
What?
do you know where Yorna went?
I saw her go upwards towards the stone room. I don't know where she's going.
There was something I forgot that we could do, that we should probably do.
What's that?
Lucy could introduce us to a few store owners that might have healing potions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't gonna do it alone.
Oh. Yeah, I guess I could come on.
I just thought we could go find Yorna as well.
Okay.
Ching!
Good luck.
As I buy my own health potions. Hey, at this point, these are mine. If you guys can find cheaper ones.
I was like, Lou's people might have like some items or potions be useful. Got there, he said he would do that, and we told him we'd be back the next day. Like shit.
Ooh.
Oh.
He might change his mind.
Okay.
Actually, I do want to walk around about. I need someone that can enchant stuff. Just.
Well, that's what we might be shown to. You got an axe now.
I do, but imagine an enchanted longsword.
Legit.
Okay.
Yeah, I already have it.
So what?
Sorry.
The axe card.
But yeah, we will go look for Yorna first.
Yeah. I'd say that as you guys are kind of having this conversation, make your way up to the Lowstone. You'd probably catch her at some point in the afternoon.
Yorna? We were planning on going to see the tea house. Let's get introduced to some of those people.
You see Honest face drop a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can go there.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm out of healing potions.
She's just like, not there again, because she just thinks about the broken arm thing.
I'm out of healing potions now after that damn Rat King.
I will first, if we are going past the, get changed into something a little more casual.
Yep, meet us at S's.
Will do.
And I will take Lady to S's and go get paid.
Money!
You make your way to S's, kind of this probably mid-afternoon at this point. And actually you would just see S would be locking up the front door. Right, off we go.
As he locks the door, we're like, little rude to lock me out.
Oh. Hey, how's it going?
Good, are you doing alright?
Yeah, fine. Just lots to do.
Busy. We only came here for a quick talk.
This inside business?
No, it's fine. The automaton's been delivered back safely,
Oh, perfect. You were able to escort it back to
Yes.
Miss Mayweather?
so it's all there. And we were just about to potentially do some restocking health potions and stuff like that. So we're hoping we could get paid for that, if that's all right.
Oh, right, yes. One moment. He'll unlock the door.
Oh man, we just inconvenienced this man.
Sorry.
Gets into the entrance, kind of looks at his shoes, goes, bucket, and walks into the
Yeah,
building.
man, we love a rule breaker.
Feels like I've never seen that before.
Kind of almost like speed walks through into the back of the room. Walks back out with a small chest. Here, the 150. And from me. And puts another 60 gold on top.
Oh,
For the trouble.
Yes. After the festival, about the gear,
Yes.
I was thinking I could go as a journalist.
Right, we're still doing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems to be the safest bet.
Yeah, I can get some entries.
Yeah, sweet, thank you.
Is that just you, or are the others going as well?
just you.
Yes, if
Just me.
if I go as
Okay.
well, it will be obvious.
All right.
You know, I can go as Yorna if you have to, at some point.
Yeah, I can get that organized, get your pass.
Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna go find some of the places and count.
That would be a good idea. Probably wouldn't walk around with that.
No.
It is 70 each.
Yeah.
Yeah, 70.
70 gold.
No.
Brad is like, you thought you were king?
Yeah.
Oh
That
shit.
including the tax for getting you guys' asses together, you know. 70.
Want me to match that?
It's 205.
You're
About
selling your
225.
yeah, I was gonna say you're selling yourself.
225.
You are correct.
Wow, see guys, I can have.
Right.
Got a ball in right now.
Actually, yeah, you got way more gold than me. How did you get so much gold?
Got missions, and I haven't spent any.
Yeah, you guys kind of let him keep one of the missions worth as well.
Yeah. So this,
Not before.
not this one, but yeah, just kind
Oh really? Oh, whoops. Oh well.
of.
That's okay.
Whoops.
Yeah, I got paid for stuff. You're like, you can keep it, and I was like, okay. I didn't even ask. I was like,
Well, that was because you were poor.
ain't saying. No.
Well, you're no longer poor.
I'm not. About to be.
All right, where to?
The tea house.
Yo.
After I had gone and gotten some regular clothes.
No.
Okay.
Change that issue.
All right. You make your way up to the tea house. You can see that there is a half-elf boy at the front desk instead of Deborah, who's usually there.
Deborah.
Have I seen this boy before?
He's here on occasion, usually when they get busy. Good afternoon, can I help?
Afternoon. We're here to sample Lou's special blend. All three of us.
Oh, okay. Are you regulars?
Yeah, now.
Yeah, I freaking we have Lou recently on a mission.
Right. Let me just go get Grandma, and I'll be right back.
He doesn't know what that means.
He kind of pushes his way through the beaded curtain and kind of scurries. Hiya. Hello. A door opens and kind of scurries away for a moment. Eventually comes back with Deborah. Oh, you three, of course. Come with me. Sorry, he's watching the front. We're getting things ready for the festival.
Yes. No one else.
Yeah, you don't
Probably
know
because you're clean.
You don't know her
True.
grandson.
That's true. I'm clean shaved now, no cape, you know, a little fancy.
You make your way down that hallway. All standing there as always.
Yeah.
Oh, back so soon.
I love this guy.
Weapons.
I'll be like, I have no weapons on me.
In my casual
Yeah,
attire,
Yeah.
Give me a deception.
yeah, in my casual attire, I probably would have only taken my longsword, so yeah, I'll leave that one.
Deception?
Mm-hmm.
10.
No, leave the weapons.
No, the weapons.
Thank you. System aside.
Oh, this one too?
Yes.
Alright, put that one there.
Grab it, puts it down. Okay, opens the door.
Okay, I don't know how everything's hidden. Like, I gotta get myself a dagger.
I thought you had one.
No.
That was the
Damn.
glowing.
I had the glowing
Oh, that's
dagger.
right.
Yeah.
You enter this place and it is lively in here. Every table almost packed with 8 to 12 patrons and every booth. The kind of soft carpet is being taken up by a few people that don't have seats in these booths and are just kind of lounging around on the floor, and like big beanbags that have been placed out here for the additional patrons. You can see a thick haze of a slight pink is kind of hanging in the air from the violet. Lou sitting up the front, his shirt pretty much completely off, just laid back on the couch with his pipe in hand. And they're back so soon.
This dude.
Yeah, we thought we would get outside of the bargain before maybe potentially go back on it.
Of course. Wanting to meet some folks from my side of town.
Yes,
Is this something we're doing now?
if possible. Just looking to see what can be brought.
Let me go get changed. I'll be with you in a moment. Feel free to make yourselves comfortable in the meantime.
I'll stand here.
Alright. Does anyone look like they're kind of getting off again and about to leave? And
You want more?
Give me a perception check.
why not?
I love this endeavor.
That is what's my perception? 22.
22. You see a group of 3 that look like they have kind of tapped themselves on to one of these booths, and the group that was already there is kind of like getting to the point where they're getting ready to tell them to kind of shove off a little bit, and they're kind of getting the vibe and starting to pack up to make their way out.
I'll just kind of like lean up against one of the walls near the booth, and as they like pass me, as I'm just sitting there, and I'm just kind of eyes closed, relaxing, I'll keep my hand out and I'll just reach for their pockets or pass.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
I don't think my sleight of hand's good either. Like it's good, but it's not great. That's gonna be 18.
Okay.
Not good, but not great. 18.
They will walk in a single file line, and I'm just like.
My tickets, please. I was confused what that was, and then I realized it's you tucking it into a bag.
I don't even know why I need this many, but you never know. It could come handy.
Honestly, at this point, it's a side quest, and it's how many Violet can Strider collect in campaign 2.
I have enough one for each of us so far. So if we ever need to push that extra mile, get exhausted.
I don't want to be charged.
Well, it stops you from being exhausted, then gives you double the exhaustion after. So, if we ever get exhausted,
And if we're ever in a position where we just have to take that exhaustion, and then if we know we've got like a battle to face, or we have to investigate stuff and we need our wits about us, good time.
You reach into their pocket, grab a small bag of something. You pull it out, and it's heavier than violet. It's not leaves. This looks almost like a... the best thing I can compare it to is like a cola-colored popping candy.
Uh-oh.
Snatch that out of their pocket.
You've just nabbed edibles.
Not the edible.
like, okay, you gotta just hear that. No, Jesus.
I love the idea you went for violet and picked up a whole new drug. Oh, it's just candy.
Pop rocks.
And I just let them walk past, and I try not to pitch them.
They kind of talk amongst themselves as they make their way back to the front and eventually head out of the establishment.
I'm so curious what those are.
I go and walk to the group again.
Anyone doing anything else while you're here?
Does Strider look pleased with himself at all?
I feel like he's just fully Strider.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's looking down because he doesn't like how bright it is in here.
Bright?
Mhm.
Was it really bright in here?
It's bright.
It's vibrant.
Yeah, it's
It's
like
flashy.
Gotcha.
Bright in the same way a club is bright.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
his eyes just like
It's just a lot otherwise on the
Big
senses.
mirrors on the walls that are reflecting light. It also looks about.
it's like if you hear static, he can
Yeah.
like see it all.
Yeah.
Oh.
Eventually, Lou comes back out, and he has swapped the white blouse for a kind of black button-down with partial leathers over the front that seems to offer a bit more protection and kind of blends him in a little bit here.
Amazing.
Like a dagger and a vial tucked into the side. Yes. All right, shall we head out?
Yes. Do you think we're able to gain ourselves some protection while we're down there?
How do you mean?
Like our weapons.
Oh, of course. We'll grab those on the way.
I don't think I've ever seen you prepared for danger before.
Despite my business, I'm not the biggest fan of venturing out into the Understone. Ruthless, crazed individuals out here.
Alright, then we'll be careful.
Right. Kind of takes you by to pick up your weapons and then leads you out that side entrance again. And you're met with the afternoon air of the Understone. It is dark and feels cold, but there's almost a humid, like dank air that just kind of hangs in this space. The heat gets trapped in here under the high stone and kind of just in this darkness under here is warm, and you can see that the haze is reflecting the odd lantern lights in this space. You can see, and this is a large chasm under the high stone. You can see buildings with lantern light in their windows, some that are yellows, some that are blues and greens, some that are purples. There's all sorts of interesting things kind of lurking in the shadows as you're looking through here. All right, stay the path, follow me. Don't look anyone in the eye.
On that note, I'll pull out my new rock candy.
Yeah.
And I will put it in front of Lou's like lower half. I'll just leave it there. I'm like, you know what this is?
Where'd you find stone brew?
I was told to investigate it.
That's been in the city for years.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I've seen it before, but I don't know what it does.
How are you angling this? Is this deceiving?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, give me a
I'm
deception check.
Yeah.
I am curious what it's
It's
about,
fun.
but
Yeah.
not bad. That's going to be a 16.
16. Good. It's a weird fetish thing. Mix it with a bit of water, it hardens the skin for a while.
What?
In other words, it will increase your AC by 1 for 1d6 hours.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
It increases your AC by
one.
one.
1d6 out. That's handy. How much is in this bag? Well,
I have it.
This is 1 dose worth.
I'm sorry, I don't think 12 AC is gonna cut it.
Okay, but like if I got my regular AC back, 19 is pretty chunky.
Just, you're not dwarven folk, just make sure it goes down the right hole.
Oh,
Can scratch and hurt a little bit. It works most of the time.
Okay, I'll be careful.
Wait, what do dwarves have to do with it?
It's a dwarven drug. It's got some rare side effects on non-dwarven folks that try to use it.
Ah. Interesting.
Just curious. Any interesting side effects?
Just swelling of the throat, difficulty breathing. But it doesn't happen often.
Okay.
Could be handy.
time to
If we ever
frog.
get attacked by Drago again.
Anyway, and he will continue through here.
You should know, Lou, everything's an opportunity.
Of course.
Like that it's a weird fetish thing. Like what would you use that for outside of... Never mind. I think
Let's not
just
go
from
there.
that
It's
look,
not hard.
I think I know.
It makes your skin harder.
Yes.
Why your weenus so hard? That's what it does.
Flashback
Yeah.
to break.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yes. Right, well, you were inquiring about any market the Understone might have to offer you. Yes. This way. He leads you down a few side streets until eventually you come into kind of a large open section that is pushed into the very back corner of the Understone. And this, for all intents and purposes, looks like a tent city. There are hundreds of, like, almost small circus tents that are set up here. Dozens and dozens of people that have completely worthless trinkets and knickknacks, but some that look like they're selling food. Some that are selling vials, some that are selling items, some that are selling creatures and odd happenings. Welcome to the zone.
Zone.
The zone.
Alright. And how many of these people are trustworthy on their goods?
Absolutely none of them.
Fair enough.
Is there anything specific you're after? I might be able to point you in the right direction. I know a few people around here, but not many.
And anything of the enchanted weapons sort down here?
Oh, I have big spenders today.
Yes, buying for adventuring is not
Cheap.
great either outside in the regular cities.
Right. Enchanted goods.
Potions, maybe.
Oh, do you want potions or enchanted goods?
Weapons.
The two?
Goods.
Weapons?
Yeah, I'm after both.
Alright, weapons first. This direction, it leads you through a few tents. You can see people with missing teeth and torn clothes who are like trying to offer you things on the side here, and you can see that they're worthless baubles and trinkets or well beyond their best food goods or things that are made to look like tinctures and potions but are very clearly just different colored concoctions of mundane liquids. There are a few people here that have things that look like they could be illicit substances, but also could just be, again, mundane, everyday items.
Must be weird for you.
Uh-huh. Weird is definitely a word for it.
So you're going through, eventually, a few people kind of eyeing you as you're walking past. This human man, a few teeth missing in the front, a completely black eye kind of stumbling around. What are you all doing here?
Join the view.
Very well. Kind of leans up against a thing and kind of pushes himself down the aisle. Lou kind of just pulls out of the way. I hate this place.
Right.
Now you know how we feel.
Yeah, you look like how I look whenever I have to see you.
We're here. And gestures to
Shattered.
a tent with what looks like a small portable like crucible kiln, a small anvil and quenching station. A few kind of crude looking weapons and a like middle-aged dwarven man, soot-stained skin, wearing like ripped denim tank top, sitting there like thick cigar in his mouth, who has runic tattoos that are almost completely covering his arms. Goes, what can I do for you lot today?
We're here to potentially get some enchanted weapons or get our own weapons enchanted.
Lou kind of steps up as well. He goes, friends of mine looking to pay some fine coin for some fine goods. Can I get a persuasion check just from the group here? Just
As-
your kind of vibe.
As I say that, can I purposely like move a certain part of my body and make my coin bag shake?
I don't think it's gonna help. Persuasion.
20. That's unnatural, not natural.
I say mine last.
28.
One.
So what Lou gets.
No, that one.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Alright. Kind of eyes you up and down. And what kind of weapons do you need?
I got mine, so I'm fine.
I pull out my new rapier that looks like a long sword. Anything similar to this?
Light blade, long. Give me just a moment. Kind of walks out the back for a moment.
He brings out a great sword.
Or if he just brings out a long sword, I think that would be fine with me.
We've got a few enchanted goods back here. A few things that have come down from the Fudog family.
Can I see if I know that family?
Give me a history check.
The what? The footer?
Fudog.
The dog.
History. That was a meaty roll. 19.
19? Yes. This is the Fureg family, who are who were a family that kind of elevated to a house in the city, but are a much smaller organization now. They're one of the only families that actually perform weapon enchantments here in the city.
Damn, okay. Made by the big boys.
Then pulls out a light longsword, a rapier, places it down, and also does have a greatsword in the back that he kind of leans up against the wall. You can see that these are gleaming blades, runes carved down the channel in the center of the sword. There are brass engraved handles, stained leather grips on the blades. Anything like this taking your fancy?
Does look very nice. What does it do if it does anything special?
These are merely magical blades. No fancy
Fair enough.
shenanigans. Just cut through anything.
Man,
Yeah, alright. Don't try anything.
I won't. Can I just do some maneuvers with it? How's it feel?
Feels good. Light, well weight distributed. This is clearly a weapon that has been made by experts.
Well, to be honest, I've always wanted a weapon made by these people. So, how much?
I'm so scared. What's that?
Something like that. Hard to find if you don't know the family directly. You'd be looking at with a smaller blade, probably somewhere in the realm of 850
Copper, right?
gold.
No.
Gold.
Sorry, I jest. Then I take it a longsword would probably run a bit higher.
Your longsword. You'd be lucky if I had such a thing.
And how connected are you with the Furig family?
They don't know I exist. I'd like to keep it that way.
All right.
Where the puzzle look?
I'm just thinking. You wouldn't be able to get my existing longsword enchanted if you don't know them, right?
Fat chance.
All right. Then I shall mull that one over. Have you got any other enchanted goods other than weaponry?
Was that a shield? Is that on the table?
Shield.
Hey,
Ah,
this steel shield, brass dome in the middle of it with brass edge banding and runic engravings on the back inside of the shield.
and what?
That one will run you 1,000.
Oh, what does it do?
Protects you good.
How good?
Better.
Like
Essentially a +1 shield.
Yeah. Dwarf.
Do you hang on to goods for customers?
I hang on to goods.
What are the chances you will still have this shield in after the festival?
I've had this thing lying around for about 8 months. I think their chances are good.
Because I am very interested in it.
Great. Come back with some coin.
Will do.
Um,
I want a +1 shield. It sounds sick too. Runes on the inside.
I have something you might be interested in, and potentially it could give me a discount if it's worth your while.
Potentially.
I pull out my newfound drug.
The rocks.
That's for,
The one that's been in circulation for
Yeah.
ages.
That's it. What do you want? Some of these?
How hard is it to come back?
What are you playing here at, lad?
I was trying to get a discount.
You can walk down to half the stores down here and get that for 50 gold.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, thank you again for it. I'm honest, I don't have the money.
Alright. Well, you know where to find me, if you can. He takes the blade and kind of twirls it around in a pretty, elegant display of sword skills. And slides it back into a leather sheath.
Do you take deposits?
Afterpay.
Elaborate.
Like a tab. If I were to put down someone's name and have them pay in advance.
Well, whose name are you writing down?
I'm not sure I follow.
I know some people who will pay hefty coin to help us, I guess, upgrade our equipment.
Then why don't you go and get their coin?
It's a bit of a complicated situation.
Persuasion check.
Yeah.
Or deception, however you're angling this.
Whoa. Ooh. Da da da. Do. Unnatural 20. Do I say what it was? Do I say what I chose?
Yeah, for my sake.
Deception.
Now, miss, You've got to understand. These are pricey goods, right? These are hard to come by, right? And letting someone walk away with one without me having at least most of the money seems, how do I put this? Fucking stupid. I'd need a name at the very least. And at least half the coin up front.
I'm looking into Lou for a second. This isn't going well.
You don't come to the Zan and ask for discounts.
Yeah, I thought we were rich.
Have you seen this man's equipment? I came here fully expecting just to browse. I think we need a bit.
8 more quests.
Nah, as soon as he said he's got like some spicy stuff, I'm like, nah, we're here to browse.
Well, with the name, it depends on how well you know the people of the floating island.
Not very.
Then this conversation has no point.
Potion time?
Potion time.
Thank you very much for your time. I will be back for that shield.
Alright, don't rush.
Feel so bad.
As you kind of turn around, Lou is like a few steps away with his head down, kind of looking away from the store, kind of just acting occupied. And as you kind of take a few steps, he walks a few steps ahead of you and lets you catch up with him.
I have to say, I don't know what you guys expected.
Well, they're not, terribly special.
Do you know how hard it is to get enchanted
In the
goods
city,
up
yes.
in the city?
But in other places, potentially not.
Very rare.
Just,
Do not. You will know.
Yeah.
These people will not think twice about killing you.
I think they already don't think twice about that.
Right. Elixirs,
Yes.
follow me.
Oh, that shield.
Takes you down to another stall here. Slightly nicer, well-kept looking place. You can see a half-elven individual here who's trying to present like they have a little bit of money. They've got like a nice shirt on that they have washed as good as they can. Their hair's pulled back and somewhat clean. And she is standing behind this counter with several elixirs out in front of her, and it looks like there's more that she has within the store. Lou, darling? Yes. Hello again. Not buying for me today. I have some friends here who might be interested. Very well. And with whom am I speaking?
I'm Lily.
Strider.
Anya.
Give me a deception check.
In the trade.
Team.
Alright. She doesn't seem to look twice at that. And you're in the market for elixirs?
Yes.
Right. What are you after?
Healing potion.
Healing potions and maybe anything useful in combat.
Alright. I will tell you now, they will not taste as good as the ones from the High Stone, but she pulls out a cask of healing potions.
No issue for me.
Very well, thank you.
These ones don't have any sweetness in them.
It's made from blood and dirt, like
Dirt.
lots of iron.
Iron.
What strength are you looking for?
What's the price of? Give us the rough price of each one. Well, the actual price, not the rough price.
Regular potions of healing, you'll be looking at 65 gold. Greater healing, you'll be looking at 220. I have a single superior, which is worth 2,200. And the supreme healing is not something I ever see down here.
Yeah. And you have some other potions as well?
Yes. We have a few basic poisons. We have some assorted resistance vials, potion of growth, and an elixir of health as well, which is its own thing.
What does the growth one do?
Correct.
That's 5 years.
You age 20 years. When you drink this potion, you gain the enlarge effect of the enlarge reduce spell for 1d4 hours, no concentration required.
Oh.
So you grow a bit and gain a few things. You deal an extra d4 and
Just what Yorna had, wasn't
Yeah.
it, with the giant thing? And what resistance potions do you have?
I get everyone to please roll for me a d10.
Yeah.
A 10.
I rolled a 6.
I rolled a 10.
I rolled a 4.
A necrotic, a force, and a thunder.
Oh. Necrotic Force Thunder. How much do those go for each?
350.
And the growth one?
250 for that one.
Hmm.
You seem like you're interested in one of them.
Yes, but I might have to come back for it.
I'm just browsing. I was curious how much the health potions are.
How much was the greater health?
Greater health was 220.
Ooh, 20.
I don't need any currently.
Not really. I was mostly just browsing. I'm glad that I got mine for 40 gold each.
Depending on the sport health potions in the past, these are a little priced up for the difficulty of finding them now.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Doesn't seem like any of us are by, but I will come back probably another day once I need some.
Of course, you know where to find me.
So thank you very much.
Name's Kavira, by the way.
Kavira. Kavira.
Lou,
Yes.
any other useful people we should know down here? An outline of work.
There might be possibly a couple of stops that might be worth making. Let's go introduce you to Carlos. Just hold your tongue.
Did you say Carvos?
Yes.
Real quick before we take off anywhere, I want to kind of scan my surroundings. Do any of the other stalls look particularly interesting?
Give me a perception check.
Like just something that stands out. Yo. 18.
18. You kind of look around for a little bit, and eventually your eyes kind of lock as you're walking along with the group at an individual who has a few things set out on a table, one of which is a lantern that is identical to yours.
One moment. I want to check this stall out.
Of course.
Follow
I'll
along.
deviate
Yeah.
and I'll stop by. Hello.
Hello.
I'm just going to browse your wares. This lantern is very neat. Where'd you
Right.
get this one?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I found it.
Insight check.
Give me an insight check.
Oh, who knows? 8.
Seems to be done with it.
Very interesting.
They
And what else has he got on his table?
This individual seems to have a few interesting things. You can see a small, embossed and partially adorned in metallic fittings and scribbled with runes, a small water skin. You can see a metallic rod that seems to have sculptures on each end, a small button engraved into the side, which, when you look at it a little bit closer, is sitting in a way that it should not be able to. And you can see a very well-stitched, colorful satchel.
I'm going to be that customer, and I will ask you what each of these actually does.
This, you'll be looking at the Lantern of Revealing, which will show you anything that's invisible around you. You'll be looking there at the Satchel of Holding, which will hold a bunch of shit for you. You'll be looking here at the Decanter of Endless Water, which will give you a shit ton of water. And you'll be looking at the Immovable Rod, and he clicks it and it falls and rolls on the table a little bit.
As soon as you describe the water skin, I'm like, please let it be. Please let it be.
Has it got some sand on it?
No. And what are the origins of this water skin here?
I found it.
You found it. This guy finds everything. Dude's got a great eye. And how much are these articles?
8,000.
There's the rod, you'll be looking at about 4,000 gold. The satchel, you'll be looking at about 550-ish. And the water skin, you'll be looking somewhere in the realm of 1,000.
Uh-huh.
And 450, pretty nice.
450 for the lantern. Above table, real quick. Is this the same water skin we had in Nipta, or is this a completely different one? Oh, it's okay if you don't want to say.
Yeah, it does the same thing.
No, I'm just wondering if it's the same.
No, I'm not telling you that.
That would have been so. Actually, yeah, that's probably giving like.
It's also probably like almost impossible.
Good travel. Been a while.
Some decent finds to remember.
These are very good.
You want anything or not?
Not right now, but I'd like to remember your stall. Once I have coin that to spend, I would definitely like to come by.
All right, you know where to find me. Name's Grindel.
Grindel.
There's this kind of like elderly-looking human male.
Elderly. You have a good eye. No. Leave the baby.
Either you want any of it?
I will definitely come back potentially.
May we leave now?
Yes.
Correct. Kind of leads you through a few more of the tents, people kind of leaning over counters to try and sell you herbs and trinkets and necklaces that clearly do nothing. Eventually you get to a tent that is on all sides, like has sides to it, and a door that is wound shut with a coil of rope. Completely black exterior, almost blends in with the wall behind it. This is Carvos. Hold your tongue, don't insult them, and we'll be fine.
Wait, because what are we approaching? It just another tent, or? Oh, yeah.
He walks up to the front and tugs on the rope at the top, and you watch it uncoil and kind of sit down to the side, and that tent opens. You can see A bright blue-skinned tiefling who is sitting in this large chair at the back of the tent here. Horns pulled back and adorned with jewels, capped with metallic horn caps. The hair is pulled back into a small bun, and they are wearing loose but comfortable white dress that seems to drape down the front. And you can see on display around you are several scrolls that have been unfurled on standing, almost like those Japanese folding doors. They each have like a scroll down the front that have been pinned in place. Welcome. Kind of steps in. I have brought some friends to have a look at some of your wares to see if you might be a contact for them. You go, very well. And you all are?
Lily.
Strider.
My name is Anya.
Make another deception check.
Oh.
Last name Forger.
Might as well be. Perception. 10.
There's kind of a slight twitch in the corner of her mouth, bit of a smile here.
Dispatch.
Well, I am Carvos Blackbrown.
Blackbrown.
I am a scribe of sorts. It kind of gestures around to the spell scrolls that are on display in this place. You kind of take a moment to look around, and you can see here that a lot of these, well, there are like low-level ones here. The ones on display are definitely of note. You can see that there is a scroll of Fireball, a scroll of Counterspell, a scroll of Identify, and a scroll of Dispel Magic. As well as any cantrips and likely first-level spells that you'd be after. Is there anything I can interest you in today?
At the moment, we will just browse.
Of course.
I like to go up to her personally.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Do you have any scrolls?
Scrying. Oh. If she did, they won't be cheap. Oh.
Mad expensive. $500.
No, Lily's got 2 jobs.
Huh?
Lily's got 2 jobs.
What do you mean?
Well, she works as a venture and at the place. She'll make more money than we do.
Hey, I'm in Legion and I've been working with you guys as well. I technically have 2 jobs.
I can most certainly scribe one, but such high levels of arcana are not cheap.
How much are we talking?
For a scroll of such potency, you'd be looking at 1,500 gold.
Never mind.
Another time, perhaps.
I was gonna say, this seems like some mid-level stuff. You got corn for that.
Anything anyone else is doing while you're in here?
Just browse. You said she has like scrolls up, like picture scrolls, or just magical scrolls?
Magical scrolls. She's essentially got the higher level. It's like on display for people to be able to look at.
Gotcha. Alright.
Which is the Fireball, the Counterspell, the Dispel Magic, and the Identify.
Mm-hmm.
How much are your scrolls by now?
I'm sorry?
I like how much is a weaker scroll going upwards.
Cantrip level 1, level 2, level 3.
Cantrips, we're talking 10 gold. First level Arcana spells, 50. Level 2, 150. Level 3, you're moving into the 300 gold price range. Level 4 is 600. And level 5 and above is, as we've discussed, out of your margins.
What cantrips do you have?
Anything you could need. For those that can cast it.
I was going to say. Because a fighter can't cast.
Not unless you know what spells is.
I don't care.
These are very cool pieces of paper.
I don't care that it's enough. I can't.
Because of your flavor.
Yeah.
Palaver.
You could just ask her to like turn it into some protein powder.
A recipe.
Yeah.
The components to this instead.
Actually, yeah, like you should ask her if she can convert one of the things into.
That's
Be cool though.
Cantrip that I- what's something I want to do once we leave this? Then. There's something I want to do once we leave this town.
So nothing anyone else is doing in there?
No, just browsing.
Alright. Eventually you say goodbye again and make your way out of the tent, back into the atmosphere of the Understone. Yeah.
Shall we head back to the tea house?
So soon.
I think.
Was there anything else you wished to show us while we were down here?
Well, if you're making connections down here, can't go without visiting the Broken Chain.
Okay.
That sounds
Then,
interesting.
while we go that way, I would like to pop a potion. While we're walking past all these stalls and people are showing up and trying to sell us things that are obviously not good, I'm going to have to take magic on and see if any of them are selling, if anything is magical, but seeing if someone is selling something they don't realize is magical.
Interesting.
Like if someone goes, yeah, buy this, and you're obviously like, and they go, oh, actually,
Interesting.
because I'm sure not everyone knows when something is magical.
Someone's selling juice, and one of their juice glasses happens to be like a potion of something.
Do you want to give me an Arcana check? Take advantage.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa,
Whoa.
whoa.
Whoa. 13. Make it count, play it straight. Don't look back down. Here's what I
Advantage?
Yeah.
Dang.
Arcana's not that good.
What's your arcana?
Less than 3.
It's decent.
Also rolled not good.
You walk past one individual who seems to be selling, like, work clothes, heavier denims and leathers. You can see a set of kind of thin-fitting leather gloves that seem to give like a faint aura of magical nature to them.
I'll walk over.
Yeah.
Just look like I'm casually looking at the rest of the clothes, ignoring the glove at first.
Yeah.
So what does it seem that you sell here?
Me, I just sell clothes for the working folk.
Been needing to get something that isn't as adventure when I'm not needing to. Though I've noticed, depending on the situation, maybe I need some gloves. Do you have any gloves?
I kind of points at the front of the store, and you can see several sets, some blacks and some browns, and some like lighter whites that look like they're designed for like forge work, like heavy gloves, but they're kind of streamlined black ones, giving that faint glow.
Can I tell what type of what school of magic?
Enchantment.
Enchantment.
Believe it or not.
Well, I mainly wear black, as you can see. How much for this pair? I just kind of hit it like I'm just.
Like real casual.
I guess that one looks good.
Can I get just a persuasion check or deception? Actually, I think. Yeah. You know that these are more than they look.
That is 15.
15. Got knife of quality. They're Definitely noble leathers that you're looking at there.
Inside check.
Yeah, go ahead, inside check.
Normal.
Sorry, noble leathers. 26.
26. It is incredibly well-made leather, and they know that it's worth more than a regular pair of gloves, but seem completely unaware that these are magical.
Sweet.
I could probably part with such a thing for... These used to belong to a friend. 45 gold.
Yeah. There you go. That's what it is.
Take good care of those.
I will, thank you. And I will put them into like one of my pockets for now.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what they do and I don't want to put them on before knowing. Yeah. Oh my hand!
Gets cursed.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And
Of course.
with the time limit of Detect Magic, I'll keep going with the others and make sure. That was 45, right? What's 225 take away 45?
175.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it?
No,
No.
185.
No. Isn't it just 180?
What was...
45.
225.
Oh, 225? Yeah, 180.
Yeah.
220.
Mhm.
No, I was with you. That's the calculation I did.
And I'll keep that Detect Magic up as I join the others.
Lou kind of leads you out of this tent city black market that is the Zarn here. Kind of leads you beside a few buildings, and you can see what you had briefly glimpsed when you had come out of the sewers, the kind of vibrant light in the back corner of the Understone. This kind of purples and blues that are emanating through glass windows of a rather large building here. You can see this is a two-storied building made of metals and woods and stone and anything that could be constructed together to make one of the sturdier looking buildings down here. You can see around the top of the building and draped down either side of the entrance are two sides of a massive oversized chain that has snapped in the middle and has been laid over this building. And a storefront that does say the broken chain over the top. You can hear all manner of individuals inside. This is very clearly a tavern, an inn. Get a history check from you two.
You weren't kidding. Broken chain.
Sounds cool.
Oh, nice.
13.
19.
19. With a 19, this chain specifically, in the back of the High Stone, as a part of the mining guild, there is a large elevator lift that takes people down to ground level behind the city and lets them make their way to the mine entrances behind town. There used to be two elevators. One of their chains broke.
How massive is this chain?
So
Like
cool.
each link is like huge cast iron chain.
Get it here.
That's sick as hell. Like, that's
Someone tough
that's
that
some
to do that.
next level.
As I do
building
that,
design.
I'm like, fuck it. My gloves on.
Do they
Cursed.
require attunement? They do not.
Yes.
What is it? What is it?
I'm going to ask for an Arcana check, because usually you'd still have to take a risk to identify what they do. But
I will attempt.
see if you can feel what they do.
Come on.
Arcana, you say? Eh?
Yeah.
Arcana.
Come on.
Take it.
I want to know.
18.
18. Right. Yeah, 18 will do. These are gloves of thievery.
Ah.
And I'll say that you're able to ascertain what they do, because as soon as you put them on, they disappear. These gloves are invisible while worn. While wearing them, you gain a +5 bonus to sleight of hand checks and dex checks made to pick locks.
+5? Oh, you're easily gonna beat down this stuff.
The
Man, where
sleight
were
of hand
these?
check and
To sleight of hand checks to pick locks.
the big locks. Okay.
So a specific +5 to lockpicking, essentially.
If Dana had her hands on those, she would have had a +19.
Look. Adding it as a new skill.
Yeah.
Look.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
the highest I could have rolled was a 39.
Which, you're proficient in Thieves' Tools now?
Yes.
So that will also get your proficiency bonus if you're putting a lockpicking thing there. So
Oh, that's...
worth putting there.
Oh my god, okay.
That's such a good find.
Because it's just I had, but it would be with proficiency for lockpicking.
Yeah.
So that's...
Oh, 6, huh?
Because what is your sleight of hand before that?
No, 8.
So my side hand before that was 4 + 1 because of my
Yeah.
thing.
So 5 + 5 is 10.
So 4 gets +3 from my proficiency for lockpicking.
Yeah.
So that's 4, 5, 6, 7
Mhm.
+ 1, 8
Yeah. +5.
+5,
13.
13. Yeah.
And you're only one off what Dana ended the thing on, I think.
For lockpicking.
I can't remember in the end whether it was +14 or +15, but I'm pretty sure it was 14.
And those don't appear to require attunement.
And that would get the +1.
Yeah, it's
from-
a skill check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would go to 14
Damn.
because of the +1 from my Stone of Good Luck.
Oh, is
Which-
that not what
'cause
the
it's a-
+1 was before?
No, we added the +1 because then it would be 5 + 3, 6, 7, 8 plus 5. No, you're right.
Yeah. Added that.
Damn, bro.
+13, Jesus. Okay, I got some lockpicks now.
Lou kind of walks you over to the entrance, goes, potentially this isn't on your agenda today, but if you're looking to mingle with the fine folks down here, this would be the place to do it. Any rumors, any individuals you're looking for, Broken Chain is the place to go.
That is very good to know.
I am not welcome here, so I will be taking my leave if you wish to tread further.
Why aren't you welcome here?
Competing businesses.
I guess that's fair. You know what?
I'm so curious, inside check.
Yeah, give it a second.
I'm wondering if he.
I have nothing else to do today, so I'll go in for it.
Who knows? 6.
Alright,
I'll go in.
alright.
Well, if everyone's going in, I guess I'll come in too.
Are you sure, Anya?
I'm positive, Strider.
Alright, then I guess we'll see you later, Lou.
Very well. Just be wary. Keep a hand on your pockets.
Always do.
Well, I was going to say, if we weren't wary already in this area. But thanks for the heads up.
Lou kind of pulls a cloak over and kind of disappears off.
As he goes off, I'll separate from the group and catch him for a second.
Yeah.
I'll just wait at the entrance.
Just wait for a moment. I'll start to whisper. Do you think people in here could have the information about missing people or maybe things like that?
You're walking in here. If anyone's missing, these are likely the people that did it.
And I will ask around accordingly.
Of
Thank you. And I will get back to the...
Alright.
I'll walk in there.
Yeah, as a group. Yeah, we walked on it.
You can see the large lettering above the door that has been essentially quite artfully made out of chain links that have been cut and welded together to spell out the establishment's name.
This is sick as hell.
Almost saloon-style doors that are kind of just partially covering the entrance. There is a half-orc individual who's kind of leant up, smoking a pipe of violet at the door. Kind of looks out at the three of you. Looking to enter.
Yes.
Got coin?
Yes.
Silver piece each.
All right.
Ding.
Takes the coins. Don't cause trouble. You'll be fine.
I'll give him 2 silver coins.
Yeah.
And I will say, first time coming here, who's the best people to ignore? With an extra silver coin.
Waiting for him to say everyone.
Probably Malra. She'll have any information you need, but I'm talking to her. She'll get all the information from you if she wants.
Okay.
It's the red-skinned one in the corner.
So what skin?
Red-skinned one in the corner.
Red skin.
I look over, is it a tiefling or a dragon?
Tiefling.
Oh, these tieflings.
It's like pretty ragged-looking tiefling, like scars on the skin, black cloak over, kind of sitting there trying to look inconspicuous. The only reason you can tell that they're a tiefling is because of the horn shapes under the hood.
And before we go in, what would you say their favorite drink is?
My favorite drink. I mean, most people here just drink the Chainbreaker.
Okay. Thank you. Walk
Good
in.
luck.
What the hell is Chainbreaker? It's some like Long Island iced tea thing, but it's
Tasty.
like the D&D version.
You walk in and you can see half a dozen tables in here. There is essentially like a pool set on one side of the room. This is a dimly lit place in lantern light, some of it glowing the usual yellow and orange of a flame, but some of it under everlit lanterns that are like purples and blues. The bar itself is like a large U shape that kind of protrudes out into the center of the building. There is like an overhead rack with dozens of glasses and bottles behind. The bartender, who you can see, is this bare-chested, aside from an apron, rather tall-looking Goliath. Dark grey skin, markings all over the skin. Who is there, like, with a cocktail shaker shaking as he is talking to an individual at the bar. You can see his... where was I going with that? No idea. And you can see that tiefling is at the bar, kind of just spinning a dagger, watching it kind of slightly carve a bit of a groove into the table and just spinning it in place.
Not the furniture.
But the bartender is talking to a human who appears to be in simple leathers, and you can see a few other interesting folks around, but a lot of just common folk from down here that have had enough coin to come and get a drink. People that are arm wrestling at a table or arguing over a game of poker or pool. You can see there are a few people that look like they're just kind of enjoying the last few of their days here. Like old dwarf that seems to be missing an eye, missing a leg.
Oh,
And a couple of other kind of interesting looking folks around here, but it's lively. Once every few minutes someone will slam their tankard over someone else's head and kind of storm out of the establishment. As you enter, the Goliath kind of looks up. New faces.
I'll quickly whisper to others. I just need to deal with a personal matter. Is that okay?
I just order a drink.
I'll just order the drink first.
Yeah, I'm going ahead.
What can I get for you?
Well, seeing as we are new here, what would you recommend?
I'd give the Chainbreaker a go.
We heard the bloke outside mention that one. What is it?
He kind of turns around, and you can see here that there are shelves with, like, spirits behind him, but in the middle of them, a large barrel, the front probably the size of this table, just Chainbreaker Ale written on the top.
Oh, it's an ale. You know what? Yes, I will take one of those.
All right, and yourself?
Nothing.
All right, suit yourself. Takes a large wooden tankard. 50% foam on the top and kind of slams it down in front of you and goes, I want to be 2 silver.
All right.
Thank you very much.
I would like to go around and sit right next to the tiefling. Like, just sit down, direct seat next to them.
So worried where this is going.
You do. They kind of don't break eye contact with the dagger that they're twirling around.
Can I please get 2 of those chain breakers, one for me and one for my friend here?
They kind of shoot a glance at you. And you can see sitting in front of them is a cocktail glass that he has just poured out in front of them.
You'll need it. I put down my 2 swords.
The bartend fires up another couple of tankards, places them in front.
Did they see any, when they saw me, or looked at me when I sat down finally, did they seem put off by my eyes?
They haven't looked in your direction.
Oh.
Like, they're just holding eye contact with that dagger and have kind of shot you a half glance just to see what you're wearing and just kind of gone back to what they're doing.
I was wondering if we could have a conversation.
What do you need a conversation about?
It's a few things I want to see if you have information about.
Snatches the dagger and puts it in a small, small sheath on a belt across their chest, and you can see that there's 5 or 6 others alongside it. Information's what I do. What are you after? Kind of pull the hood back to reveal the horns that kind of push back into an ash black.
Is there a quieter corner we could go to?
Sure. And it takes the cocktail. Take my drink. Looks at the tankard. Grabs it. Behind you.
Yes. Free drink.
I heard that you're the right person to come to for any information, but as well as you find out anything you need about the person that asks.
Usually that's the exchange.
What do you do with said information once you get it?
Hold on to it till I find the right person.
And you're very dangerous for me. So I better be careful.
I'm dangerous for everyone.
Let's just say there's things I don't need other people knowing about me. However, I think if you have the answers I need, then it could be worth paying.
What do you need, Ranger?
I'm looking for 2 things. I'm looking for someone who went missing a few years ago. About 10 years exactly.
Right.
A girl, young, orange hair. We'll move to the other thing once we get through one of them at least. Unless you want everything up in front now.
Sure.
Let's get to one of my pages. I was kind of hesitating about this because, really the worst thing for me. And I will put on the table a drawing of the mask. And I need to know anything to do with this mask.
Interesting. Looking around some curious corners.
And I have found 0 information about either of the 2 so far in my 10 years of searching.
This isn't information that's going to come cheap.
I'll pay anything.
We might require some time. I've seen half of one of these masks before. The person that showed it to me, well, I haven't seen them since the exchange. They went missing. Along with the mask.
How long ago was that, can I ask?
It's 4 or 5 years ago now.
Okay. Interesting.
understand it belongs to a group from somewhere above us. That's about all I know. I can find more.
Above us, you mean in the city?
Yeah, somewhere in the high stone or grass or God knows where.
I'll pay almost anything for information about that. I have not found anything yet.
What?
And the first question is a lot more important to me. Would you say that through my stuff, that I would have a painting or a photo of them?
I mean, do you think you would?
Like I would have had one that I would have like ripped out and
Yeah.
keep on person. I'll slide that over. Do note that was. It's been 10 years since, so they would be older, of course.
Will they look nothing like this?
No, but they'll probably keep some features, at least.
Awfully fancy looking clothes.
You could say that.
I can find you some information.
Alright. And assume that I pay first before I get it.
No, I'm good for my work.
Okay.
Pay once you're satisfied.
Thank you. How long would it take to get information about these two?
That is not something I can determine. I'll have to do some looking.
I draw a little map. This is where I live. Find anything. Either go there, leave a note, or on the outskirts. No one should see you.
Oh. Well, I'll start looking. Just make sure you have some coin.
Can I ask how much coin you think this would cost? See if I need to get more.
Wouldn't be more than a couple hundred gold.
I'm good for that.
And I'll have your information when I have it.
Thank you. If I pay a little up front, can it get a bit more urgency over your other ones?
What are you offering?
How's 80 gold for a push in the right direction?
Sounds good.
I will slide over 80 gold.
Fix that and pockets it. Kind of picks up their drink, which is like a fluorescent yellow with a slight
Oish.
fizz to it. Kind of just runs their tongue around the lip of the glass, and you can see that their tongue has like 2 slits cut into it, so that there's almost like 3 tips on the tongue. Each has like a piercing in it. Just kind of runs around the rim of the glass, and then in one go takes the cocktail down.
A cocktail? God damn.
I'll grab my 2 swords and put them on my back. And as I begin to walk away, I'll look behind me and I'll be like, if you figure it out or already have, do ask you keep who I am if you do figure it out. Quiet.
Let's call half that 80 gold there.
Can I try inside check and see if they, when I said that, I got any recognition of they knew who I was?
Give me an insight check.
I'm good at insight. 19.
They know enough to be very interested.
Yeah, that's what.
Meanwhile,
How's this Chainbreaker ale compared to other ales that I've had?
Sort of a rusted chain liquid.
Is it like good, or is it like, it's just another ale?
it is bitter. It tastes cheap, but is incredibly strong. And you kind of get halfway through the tankard and realize that it feels like you're about 3 in. and kind of look around at the people that are like halfway through their second drink and unconscious on the various benches in here. Is strong.
Strong.
This is probably the highest potency I have had in a cup for.
Thank you very much.
Crazy. Thank you.
Of course. You sure you don't want anything?
No, I'm fine. I'd rather not get myself wasted and in a drunken state.
Suit yourself.
Did you want a sip of my wine?
No.
At that time, as Strider might be heading back to the bar, that dwarven gentleman, completely head-shaved bald, big grey beard, eye patch over one eye, and you hear the as a pigleg is hitting the floor as he walks in your direction. What do we got here? Some newcomers, eh?
Mm-hmm.
You got names?
My name is Anya.
Lily.
What are a couple of folks like you doing down here?
Browsing.
Yes, browsing the nearby market, and then we were introduced to this place, and it's quite lively. It's nice here.
You ain't from the Understone, are you?
No,
Why?
why not?
Sightseeing?
There's some sights to see, all right. Kind of hobbles his way over and lifts himself up onto one of the bar stools.
okay.
Give me a chainbreaker. Kind of just starts downing another
These
bit of this.
these are crazy. How many of these can you drink?
I get through 5 of these in a night before I start getting a bit wobbly.
5.
10 on a good day.
Wow.
I hear him say that as I walk up, and I take a sip of mine and go, "You can have mine."
Hey, got 2.
I'll just come back to.
Did you at least try it?
Oh, I did. That's why I gave it away.
I see. Yes, for a wine drinker, I don't think it'd quite be your thing.
No, taste-wise, very off, but I think wine is a little higher on the percentage than ale normally, but that is a lot. Nice to meet you. Sorry, Strider.
You don't know the dwarf?
Yeah.
What's that? Mario.
Mario! Mario the dwarf!
Where is your brother, Louis?
He died in the war.
Oh no!
There's a war. Can I please get a wine?
Wine. Hey, you got some coin on you?
Yes.
Just a glass.
Yes, please.
2 gold.
Oh, it's a thingy.
You can, everyone can probably hear that Strider's gold pouch sounds significantly lower than what it was as he walked into, not just here,
Yeah.
but from the outside, because no one saw me get the gloves.
Red or white?
Red, please.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Actually, can I get what that person got? And I point to the people.
Ah, you want a bee sting? All right.
A bee sting!
He starts getting a few spirits down and goes over to a barrel that he kind of shakes up, and you see like a carbonation almost come from it, and he starts mixing it. Starts shaking up a cocktail.
It'll make a really good ale called the Beating.
This feels like a beating.
Places it down in front of you. It's this like very vibrant yellow,
Anyway.
almost like passion fruit Mountain Dew kind of vibrant
Oh,
yellow. in the
boy.
glass,
Has he made carbonated drink for the first time?
It's pseudo carbonated. It's like halfway there.
It's a bit spiky.
I'm wondering, since this is a place of rumor and joyous times, are there any fun rumors bouncing around the room?
Give me a perception check.
Can I also listen now?
Yeah. Anyone that wants to, give me a perception.
Jesus Christ.
13.
Perception 10. 26.
6. Oh, damn.
16.
Okay.
Were you a plus 10?
Yeah.
I thought you rolled a 6 and it was like, oh, 20.
I had a plus perception. Thanks to expertise. And a +1.
6.
What a memento. I have finished my ale.
Now you're drunk.
A little bit tiddly.
What's your name?
Tiddly.
Anya.
Nice. while you're a bit tiddly, I just like slowly
Luckily,
remove my glove.
Yorna-
It appears, and I put it back on. It disappears.
how long have you had those?
How long?
Have,
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
oh,
What did you guys roll?
13.
26.
26. 13, you don't get anything. 26. Kind of looking around now that you're back at the bar, looking over at the pool table in the corner, you can see a couple of individuals and hoods that are enjoying a game, kind of mumbling to each other. Another one that's leant up against the wall and just kind of watching the game, who, now that you're looking a bit closer, is quite evidently drow. Purple elven face hidden under a black cloak. You overhear some individuals talking about an individual referred to as Nails that hasn't been seen here in a while.
Nails!
You get the sense that everyone in here is kind of hushed down with the newcomers that have come in.
Oh,
You
true.
get that there's a few kind of curious looks and people asking who you are, and a few people that have gone over to Malra to be like, have you talked to them yet? Do you know who they are? And she just kind of gives a bit of a shrug and shoos them off.
Okay, good.
That's what you get.
I would like to take a said cocktail and go to the tiefling.
Oh man, she getting all the free drinks.
Like,
I like you people.
She's like, man, these newbies giving out
Two
drinks.
glasses.
What can I do for you?
I also wish to find out some information.
Seems I'm going to be busy. What can I help you with?
I hold out my hand.
Mm.
Do you know of this family?
I've heard some things.
I've heard that they have someone gone missing, and I'm wanting to know if they're still looking.
I believe that it's increased to a couple of missing individuals now, but yes, word's still out.
Do you know the name of all the missing people?
It's foggy. Bit of time and some coin could help.
Slide over. 25 gold.
Holds it in there. Seems that you already know of the initial disappearance. One of the family members followed soon after. Seems that the house has been overtaken a little bit from the inside. Supposedly, the new standing head of the house is in town for the festival.
I see.
Filling in until they find the others.
How urgent are they looking for the others?
Last I heard, reasonably.
Do you know anything of the second person gone missing?
Most believe he's just locked himself up in the city, but few sightings have seen him around some of the major cities.
Do you know what they're doing?
Looking for the other one, I assume.
Do you know of their recent location that they were seen?
It was months or weeks ago next, sir, I believe.
Thank you. And you'll get up and leave.
Oh. Laura's eyes kind of just follow Lily back. She hits over again, then she just kind of sits back in the shadows and sips on her drink. You've been doing at the bar.
Seems like everyone wants to talk to the tiefling.
I certainly don't want to.
I did not want to. Had to.
It's also that, unlike you guys, a lot of things that, I don't know, I feel like you guys are all searching for something difficult to find.
Yeah, I gotta find this thing now too. Shit, I gotta get loaded with things to find. Yeah, it's not great.
What is the time?
At this point, you'd probably be like early evening,
Early evening.
nearing dinner time, maybe 4 or 5 p.m.
Wait, do they have food here? They have
I'm
food
not getting food from here.
That seems like a trusty establishment.
The dwarf who's sitting next to just goes, I wouldn't recommend it.
No?
No.
Okay.
I need to drop a letter off at S's.
Alright, well, I think that kind of concludes any business that I had.
So,
I quickly go back to the tiefling.
Okay.
But I don't sit down, I just walk straight up. And
bye, Lily. What? I said hi and then you left.
I quickly turn around.
Yeah. What is she doing?
It's really important.
Back so soon.
If you find any more information about that second person, please send a note to Sweet Summer Things under the name of, or to Lily.
Very well.
Now she knows your work address.
Are you their new hire by chance?
Oh shoot, she knows everything.
Nice to put a face to the name.
Good reputation, I hope.
Indeed.
I'm scared how much this lady knows.
Then, as we're walking out,
Yeah.
I'll say that lady seems to be good at finding information about the people that request information.
Well, if I ever become desperate enough, which I don't think I will, but I'd rather steer clear of that.
I just want to put it out there since we've been in near-death situations like 4 times now. That if information comes to light about me through this person, don't believe them and maybe come and ask me first.
You think you've got some shady rumors going on about you?
I've definitely had a few in the past, just based on my demeanor and my eyes. But if she digs deep enough, she could definitely get something.
All right. Well,
I wasn't all clean going back in the day.
well,
I don't
you
know how to say that, but it's my best.
no, I hate to admit it, but definitely when we first met, you seemed of the more
Scoundrel.
shady character.
Well,
You have changed my mind thus far, but I'm telling you.
you know, I haven't killed anyone till recently, so.
No, and I saw what that did to you,
Yeah.
so.
But I'm just saying, if anything comes up, don't jump to conclusions. Just come ask me.
Don't worry, I'll always check the most truthful source first.
Let's go to Esther's because I gotta let him know some stuff.
As you begin to weave your way back through the Understone here, are you going to exit back out through the den, or are you just going to head over to one of the arches and make your way into the Lowstone?
I think Esther's in the...
He's in the Lowstone.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, just arcus.
Would you say my Detect Magic up was in a little bit when I was in the...
Probably. Yeah.
Did I see anyone that was like...
A few
was
people would have had like
sparkling.
subtle enchantments, like +1 weapons or some like low magic robes and things, but nothing that was like
Yeah, when she like showed off like a bunch of daggers with like
maybe
all...
maybe like 2 or 3 of them had like a
okay,
subtle
okay.
glow to them.
Nothing crazy, though.
Because I feel like I could open any door now. Because of these glows. That's all I'm saying. The lowest I could do is a 15.
And then-
Without being in that one.
yeah.
I was gonna say, nat one, baby.
All right. Then, as you make your way back through the Understone, past the tent city market of the Zaan, past the various dilapidated housing establishments here, walk past the back entrance to the den and make your way down the kind of longer path that leads down to the arches that let in a little bit of sunlight into this area. And you duck through one of those and back into the Lowstone. I reckon we'll pick up there next session as you head off to give S some information.
That Mara lady is creepy as hell. Why does she?